and I have a good time. That's what I keep on saying till I lose my mind. Feel like a man in a daydream, shine like a moon in the last sky. Can you believe it till the end of your life? Oh, we some backs into a room. That's enough for satisfaction. Ready to know how to have fun. No need of explanation. What's it worth of nothing? What's it worth of nothing? Sure, that doesn't matter. Storyteller. What's it worth of nothing? What's it worth of nothing? Oh no, it doesn't matter. So we will never lose.
Oh boy. Who wants to remind me? Oh, the music didn't start. Who wants to remind me what happened last time? Ben, you can dodge roll out of the way. Blake,
I don't fucking remember, bro.
you're the one who said you remembered.
Yeah, okay, so we got out of the mine, job done, handled that, talked to the governor a bit, went back to the inn, slept. Felix talked to Rosarim and Jose. Rosarim and Jose. Then Claire talked to Rosarim. Claire then went to talk to Glen.
Bro, these are so impersonal. Why don't you give me like one joke per scene?
And Claire and Felix talked to Boots, who swindled Claire out of all of her money.
Dude, he didn't even acknowledge me, Ben. This guy. Fuck. Am I a ghost?
We've already wasted enough time.
Hello?
Whoa!
You're about to make me restart the recording. I don't like this behavior.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Hey, no
I was-
negativity in the dojo.
Yeah, I don't want the fans to think we, like, secretly hate each other. Can we, like, get a press release? Okay, press release. Hold on.
Oh my god, did you see how Ben looked at Blake in this scene?
Yeah, I don't want an Orion in review poster going for every episode before you get, like, kicked off. Saying, like, we could tell in the future. All right, here. Yes, hello, everyone. Noah from Records of Remnant, Team Supernova here. Here to with my co-hosts, Ben, voice of Felix, and formerly Jesse Rose.
Might remember me.
Yeah, Blake here, voice of Claire May Sora, and a lot of characters in the One Piece game. We've come here tonight. No cameras, please. We'd like to clear up an issue. The first few minutes of this episode, there were some perceived hostilities, and we've come here formally to clear the air on them. Blake, you had something you'd like to say?
I said some inappropriate things before, and I now know the error of my ways, and will take strides to make sure that never happens again.
Yeah, we run a friendly show here. We're all very close behind the scenes. So besides garnishing his wages for the influx of hatred directed at other cast members and curbing his addiction and all of that, nothing has transpired. Blake will be staying with the crew. He will be going a little internet silent on Twitter for the next 4 years to recover. But besides that, nothing has happened. Thank you. No cameras.
No, Liam isn't coming back.
Oh, no, that's not in the script! Fuck!
There was a script?
It's like this guy's first fucking press release. Jesus Christ.
Wait,
Edit that out.
Well, he's not coming back.
Censor that! I want loud bleeps of Ben saying worse things over that.
Liam's not coming back.
He
fell off a bridge.
Next episode.
He's okay. We just can't find him.
Do you guys have anything you want to do?
Oh, fuck, man.
Rolled your oyster.
Where were we?
Oh, you guys had basically just stopped after talking with Boots. So like the world is essentially
Right. We got fucking scammed, bamboozled, and stripped for all we're worth.
Sea's pretty open. Like there's a few possible things on your plate. You know, like there's like character interpersonal plot lines. You know, the weird romantic triangle issue. There's like Iris is apparently having some team issues. Viridian was intent on doing like sting operations. Gwen seems fine now. On the NPC side, you got a couple people you can talk to. Any of those you want to check up on, you can just tell me.
Well,
and if you're not interested, I obviously have things we can go on to.
That's fair. I'm pretty sure I need to go check on Viridian.
Ooh.
Or I also need to go see Jose. Fuck. Because everybody's got something fucked up, I guess, today. Or the city's fucked up, bros.
It's the city of sin, man.
Yeah, so I don't know. I just feel something bad's gonna happen. You know what it is.
Noah said in the commentaries that he actually didn't know about Mountain Glen exploding. He had to write it in last minute.
It was purely coincidental. I had remembered it was a name from the show, so I just picked it. And when I looked after the notes in the middle season production during our outage during the storm, where we missed 8 weeks of content uploads, I looked down at my script and I went, "Oh no, this is the place that blows up!"
No, as he writes the Ruby's Arxes.
The Ruby Sarxes. Does that also condemn you to going to oblivion when you die?
Yeah.
Yes.
Awesome. Mehrunes Dagon, the fucking deific personification of fucking Ruby.
No,
Revolution.
Felix, that can't be right. I mean, there's no religion in Remnant.
Religion's died out a lot.
Look, Felix at Daedric Shrine!
Just to think, Ben, within the next 50 years, all of this religious stuff everyone's talking about is just gone.
You remember that time when Ruby just said, "We don't want to fucking write about religion," and no one really seemed to have a problem with that? What's up with viewers, man? They like fucking people watch this. That's like a G check.
It's just
you're like, whoa, you're really not gonna like do anything with religion, like in a world ruled by fear and emotions, like nothing.
But here's the thing: they did it even worse.
Nope.
Instead of just not speaking on it like they were doing the first couple seasons,
they
literally addressed it in the worst way possible. And just said
they declared they're not going to do anything about it. They looked at the camera and said, "We're not doing it."
Like they could have just kept not addressing it at all, and just said maybe some fucking writer in like a fucking blog post mentions like a background.
Like they loved Monty, right? Couldn't they have just done what he would have done, where it's like a Final Fantasy plotline where the church is evil? Like that'd be better than nothing. I'd fucking take it. It'd fit.
Oh shit! You fucking said the church.
Why can't we have an
evil
evil church? Let's go do the sending so people don't become grim.
On me. I still would like some. I'd like some time to think for a second.
Yeah, dude. Like I said, it's entirely possible to ignore. All right, cool. Yeah, you wanted to find Felix. Felix wanted to find Jose or Viridian, right?
Yeah,
that's your feeling. All right.
I'm thinking, yeah, because I remember. I think what I was gonna do is Felix was gonna go find Viridian because he's like, God, I don't want Viridian to do anything really stupid.
That's convenient because to get in contact with either of them will result in finding the other.
I see.
All right. You will try Viridian's cell, and it won't work. He's not in at the morning when you wake up. Trying Jose's cell will work, though. I can take us to hard straight 1 sec. Let me just move Clara off into the room somewhere. It's not particularly important where anyone is on this map. Alright. Yeah, you crawl him on a scroll, and there's a little ringing bit. And you kind of pick up, and you hear, like, some honking and stuff on the other end. And then there's a second, and then here's a... hey, Felix, what's up?
Hey, I was just trying to reach you.
Oh, yeah. Something up, or...
Well, no, things, Felix will think back to losing all that money today and be like, things are fine. Just wanting to see if you'd like to hang out. I don't think I have anything to do necessarily today.
Oh, yeah, there's a little pause and, like, moving on the scroll. So he, like, moves it away for a second. You hear him talking with someone. And he goes, yeah, I'm, kind of in the middle of something, but, I mean, you can just come down. I can't just leave the post right now.
I see. Well, if you're sure it'll be no trouble.
Yeah. It's, by the warehouse district.
Alright. Have you perhaps seen Viridian today?
Yeah, he's with me.
Ah, how perfect.
Uh,
I'll ask for details when I get there.
yeah, it's, pretty self-explanatory. Well, hang up.
Okay.
And,
Felix will make his way to the warehouse.
Yeah, okay. Felix, well, let me grab your non-combat token. And your combat token, just in case.
I understand. You're rolling for random encounters like Liam does.
Yeah. Oh, shit, you hit one. Give me a second. Give me
The
10
dragon
minutes
flies
while I-
down and picks you up.
Yeah, give me 10 minutes while I make an orc camp. Poor Liam. I wish he had just told us now. I fucked him up.
You really should have.
Fucking idiot. Oh god, this new new Roll20 feature. Blake and I mentioned this to each other at one point, but it's really cool. Whenever you scroll between maps on the GM layer, there's an option to make a new map. So if you're trying to click it and you misclick, you just make a new map by accident. Pretty cool.
But why?
I don't know. I have no idea.
But why?
I have no idea. Anyway, you make your way over, and you don't really see them around the, like, they tell you the corner, or he had told you the corner where they were. You don't really see them until you kind of are scanning the area, and then you hear, hey! You see, craning up to the noise, Jose on a roof, on, like, the other slope side of it. But there's, like, it's not as directly sloped as the actual example thing. It's got a middle sloped area and then some flat areas on it because it's like another one of the warehouse buildings.
Right.
Waves up to. He's in his gray hoodie and stuff all turned up. He kind of looks like he's, and Jose's usual grays and steel and sort of like carbon looking like grays and blacks fit already with the roofs. So it's not like he looks camouflaged intentionally. It just looks like convenient. And he nods. Up here.
Felix will look a little scrutinizingly at him, just like.
And then you hear after a pause, you hear, yeah, I told you you'd take a second.
I see. Felix will walk over and just make his way on top of the roof.
Jump, walk, whatever, climb.
Yeah, just jump up.
Yeah. You see, in this dipped section of the roof where there's a little coverage from across the street. It's in like the other side. Like there's a larger bit in the middle, like it kind of goes up like steps on each side.
Right.
Sat there in an impromptu camp of some, sandwiches from a store, drinks, a little cooler, some towels and shit to sit on, a little portable music player, and some binoculars for presumably other people than Viridian. Or Viridian Jose. They have some cards. And Viridian's eating some chips right now. He's in a parka.
Okay.
Hey, buddy.
Felix will just be looking deadpan down at Viridian. Like, Viridian,
I'm on the case.
give me a second. You know what I'm going to think about when you say that.
I know, and he says it with a shit-eating grin, like he knows it's ridiculous sounding. But, I got to do it to you, sorry.
It's fine. It's
Jose
fine.
just sighs a little bit as he sits back down at his spot and cracks up one of the sodas in the cooler.
Felix will sit down as well and just be like, Viridian, I do hope that you are staying in the room and not just here.
Nah, of course I'm staying at the room. We ain't, always, out here. I didn't sleep on a roof. What kind of animal am I? I sleep on nooks and crannies, and edges and balconies and stuff like that. But just on a roof, that's not that comfy.
Right. Well, at least you have standards, I suppose.
Some. I got smart. Y'all roll off a roof. You gotta pick a secure location. Yeah, it's not really about sleeping either. It says, look back at the binocular spot.
Would you like to explain to me what you're doing? I have some idea, but I'd like to hear it.
What? Jose will start to speak up over here and go, no. If you got an idea, you can start. I'll correct you.
I imagine, Verdian, you're still going after these dealers.
Yes, sir. I'm certainly interested in scoping out what's wrong with this city, especially after all that stuff we've found in the tunnels.
Felix will look to Jose for
He'll
just a
nod
second.
a little bit, like, yeah. You kind of caught me up on that.
Not even a day, Veridian.
Well,
Impressive.
you don't want me to tell Iris about this sort of stuff, and besides, even if it wasn't all of them, Jose's good for it, you know it. Besides, this stuff sort of matters to him.
That is fair, I suppose. Jose is, of course, trustworthy. He'll say, nodding at him, and be like, but it is more the principle of it, but...
Principles, schmincibles. Ours is back in shade.
Veridian, this is... Things are tense enough as it is, so I will not mention this to Clara for now.
Yeah, I mean, she said she's alright with it as long as she doesn't get involved or whatever. Something. Kind of picks his ear a little bit. Sure, yeah.
A few moments later.
Well, as if I could stop you without causing another scene, so...
I mean, Viridian's kind of got a point with this. Yeah, thanks!
Truly, you believe that?
Jose will look back from the binoculars and kind of hand them over to Felix to nod over towards, like, across the ways. It's not the one right across the street. It's a little bit in the dip down the alley.
Okay, Felix will take the binoculars and look.
Yeah, and I'll point your way, and there's an irons manufacturing labeled warehouse there. There's a couple of people loitering outside smoking right now, a couple faunus workers and stuff. There's a lot of weird stuff going on here. I mean, we already saw, like, a handoff. Plus, well, one of those masked guys came by. Yep.
I see.
Kinda reminds me of them Red Fang masks, but it's not like they had any other paraphernalia. So I figure it might just be, keep them faces covered, or they're just trying to be a bit more, what's the word? Incognito? Yeah, disguised.
Well, that is certainly
Loudly
strange.
crunching his chips. Yeah, I told you I was on to something. People point me this way. Seems to be like it.
Well, that is... Felix will take another look at the binoculars and be like, Well, I must say, Veridian, I never doubted that perhaps there was something going on, but I think it was more about if we should get involved.
Ain't that like our responsibility or whatever?
Well, I suppose that's a matter of principle.
Well, it's not like I'm not gonna get involved in this. Yeah, and I ain't gonna leave my buddy Jose up to nothing with this.
Yes, that
This-
warehouse.
Yeah, exactly. That's the problem with this, he says kind of bitterly. Mm. I got a tour from the people there. It was on my list when I came here. Things seemed, well, it's not like I expected everything to look as pristine as back home where we all originated from, you know? But still, I don't know. The operation seemed off. A couple of guys there didn't really know how to use any of the machines or whatever. Company's got some standards with hires and stuff like that. Figure, well, there might be a few extra workers there. One's not on payroll necessarily. Warehouse in a district like this, a lot of room for stuff, is all I'm thinking. Kind of furrows his brow a little bit more.
That is... did not imagine this would involve you, Jose, but I can see why you would want to get involved now.
Yeah, I didn't much either. Besides, well, it's just more of a problem. Either way, something's wrong with how they're running things here. Even if it's not Viridian's grand conspiracy. I didn't like how poor the management was handling things here. I mean, they didn't really seem to even know half their workers. I can't even tell if that's just because they're, well, apathetic or what. It's not any way the company should be working. Yeah, y'all saying it was mostly them, what'd you call them, like busybodies working the place here, yeah? Well, yeah. Apparently there's not a lot some of the locals can do to rise up the ranks there. A lot of box stuffers, manufacturing line workers, and things like that. Not much else. Yeah, that stuff's messed up. Pops another chip in his mouth.
Well, Felix will hand back the binoculars and be like, what is your plan to deal with this?
Well, I mean, we're gonna look to see if there's anything super wrong going down. If we catch anything more substantial in the act, I mean, if it's like really shady shit, we could do something about it ourselves. Yeah, exactly. We're gathering intel on this sort of thing. Like, if another one of those guys come by, our best bet would be follow them and see where they go. If they're really Red Fang, then there might be a cell here that's not been discovered. But if they're just local dealers, I mean, they've got to have like a... what's it called? A stash house. Yeah. Place where the product is. I don't want drugs being stored or handled in our company's warehouse. The idea that they might be using these to send it other places is a pretty big concern also.
I imagine alerting your father to this would be a bit too slow.
Well, I mean... yeah. At best, all he'd do is come down here and, I don't know, spook them. He kind of looks over towards Bree and shrugs. I mean, how much would it really do? Besides, I kind of want a better handle on what's happening before I would report it.
That is fair. Well, I suppose, Viridian, that this is worthwhile, I must admit.
See, Jose, you finally sold it to him. Thanks! It's not about selling it. It's just anyone could tell this is a problem. One way or the other. Even if it's just workers being mistreated. It's still insane to imagine it's that bad that they just have to resort to this sort of thing against me.
Well, I would like to offer my assistance.
Jeez. Thanks, Felix. I always
can
knew
we-
we'd trust on you. You'd be
Now,
able to put
hold
trust
on
in
a
you.
moment. Can we please make sure we do not do anything rash?
I mean, when have us three ever done anything rash?
Viridian, I do recall
Yeah.
a time that we might have gotten into a fight. That was a rash action, wouldn't you say?
I'd say it was about right thing to do. We was all pretty clear-headed when we decided to get into it, right?
I do not think so.
I mean, I didn't like how it looked there, that's for sure. Green smirks a little bit. And Jose giving him an inch.
Felix would just shake his head like, never mind. I wish to not remember that time right now.
Yeah,
I shouldn't have even brought it up.
Nah, it's alright to brag.
Please. Please. Nothing rash. The last thing we need to do is have the governor on our backs for this.
Yeah. Well, no, shake the boat too much. All I'm saying is, if we see something real messed up, though, well, I'ma look in you in the eyes when you tell me not to get involved.
If we see something that extreme, and I do hope we have the same measurements of extreme.
I mean, I'm pretty sure even with the height difference, they're all the same to everyone.
He looks to just shake his head and be like, "Ah,
As it
Viridian,
grimaces.
please.
What?
Viridian, please.
Oh, no fun. Clara
I will
laughed
help
at that.
you if something." He'll just stop and be like, "Clara laughs at everything. It's
Nah, she
not
just
hard."
knows what's funny. Y'all are stiffs. You saying something?
Viridian, I will help you if something extreme happens. But please. And I am being very insistent here. Do not do anything that would draw too much attention unless it is what we must do to help someone.
Yeah, alright, sounds good. Now let's deal you in. We can do like poker now or something. Reed says as he goes to collect the cards up and starts shuffling and dealing them out.
I suppose I might as well.
Yeah, nothing better to do up here. As, Jose starts placing out chips for, chips. You guys will be on the lookout.
Sweet.
Hell yeah.
Then Viridian goes down and goes, "Don't worry, I'll be with these people." He goes down. Viridian, what do you got with you? It's a toothpick.
It's a toothpick. I'm gonna have method acting.
A few moments later.
Alright. So Clara's interested in going to check up on Hagios. You can find him at the labs.
Oh, like in the room.
Yeah. No, not just chilling in like the lounge with Merlot Mouse.
Damn. What if Merlot Mouse is in the labs making that PhD really work?
Yeah, exactly.
He's actually the third most experienced scientist here.
Yeah. Exactly. They have to put him in the mouse costume though.
Well, it's part of an experiment,
No, it's how he actually is fuck, I can't think of the word. It's how he's actually allowed into the health insurance program here. That's the only way he guarantees his spot. He's not covered without this work. So, his position doesn't actually have it tied to it. So to get the full company benefits, he also moonlights as Merlot Mouse.
Yeah, he's like a doctorate scientist position. Doesn't get benefits.
It's like a really specific position, like a subcategory of a specific marine biology. He's really good at it. It's just like they don't have in the company policy to give him that sort of.
Yeah, it's like written in that his exact degree.
Because he's a freelancer in that category. They don't have a position on the board where they accept that. So
well, he's a freelancer because
this is a big favor for him.
Well, yeah, he's a freelancer because we're in a capitalist economy where those are favored.
Yeah, Remnant is possibly the. I mean, Vale is probably now the second most capital since Atlas is like, bros. You ever heard of a republic? And then Vale's like, nah, we got like a merchant economy. It's more oligarchical, which I guess works with capitalism, but, let's not get into it. I don't need my fucking political compass chart for Remnant yet.
Yeah, wait for
but
that.
I really
wait
do
for
need
that
to work
podcast.
I mean, I should do that at some point to really make sure I don't ever misrepresent these people. But on to the actual thing. Hagios is actually in the laboratory here. He's got his... he doesn't have like his... he doesn't have a hat or his head wrap on any much here or anything. He mostly he's wearing hats in Vale. He doesn't have the head wrap because he's on the fucking desert. He's just in a big like t-shirt, his normal overshirt, and like it's like a cloak thing. I forget what I'm thinking. I guess it would be a
Well, I'm picturing like the thing like cowboys wear. It's like kind of like a thin cloak, like that they kind of wear.
Yeah, I'm spacing on it, but it's not sombrero. I know it's a poncho. It's like a poncho.
Yeah. That's what I was imagining.
It's tied around his waist, and he's got like baggy like pants. And he's kicked up his feet on the desk as he's observing a spread of monitors and stuff. And he has small little like micro lens glasses things he's using because he's fiddling with something in his hands and on the table. But it looks like he's in the middle of eating a sandwich also. So he's looking at these monitors, which have a bunch of separate different little readings and stuff, like programs going on them.
I don't know why. I had like a really autistic thought being like, oh, he's like eating. Better not bother him.
That's so funny. That is so funny.
Better leave. Don't want to bother him. He's on his break. He's on his break.
Blake, you are like a prime candidate for Sissy Hypno. You literally have rules written into yourself. You better stay away from those videos, bro.
Yeah, I don't want to end up like Liam.
Yeah, thanks.
Thanks saying I'm like,
wow, I didn't need that.
No. yeah, fucking great, man.
Just say it.
Base.
You gotta be careful. You're too polite. People could convince you of that with binaural beats.
I think we're jumping the gun a bit.
Okay, all I'm saying is don't trust those
MP3s. No. Wait. Sorry. That's like the perfect thing. Okay, comment down below. It's this question of the week. Do you think I would be easily swayed into Sissy Hypno?
Yeah, obviously. Question of the week. Thank you. I like that.
We always want one per session to drive the comments, and this one works.
Suffer. Or the question of the week could be, why do you guys ask us these questions? We need engagement, so our video gets spread.
Question of the week is like they ask us a question. It's like we can't get meta like this quickly.
Remember, guys, the more people who come, the more your position is secured as future Discord janitors. Also known as super fans of the Records of Remnant.
Holy
shut up! Literally banned. I literally am gonna leave if you do not promise me this is not happen. Like, you are going to delete this part of the video.
That is so funny because it's exactly what would happen.
That's what happens in small communities. Anyway.
For
the rest of the scene, you see the... sorry, I just figured you do want to play the game. You can keep going if you want.
Yeah, Claire's gonna just walk up to the desk and kind of look at the computer a bit.
Yeah.
What are you working on?
As for the rest of the scene, Piper is also at her desk with papers and stuff, glasses on. Some light music playing nearby, and Monty and Hans are stood by some of the machines as Hans seems to be encouragingly asking Monty to do funny things with the machines, and they're like sparking and like lighting up. They seem to be having a good time.
Oh, I'm just afraid he'll ask the most cursed thing possible. It's Dr. Merlot. Can I go on the mission with them?
Can I go on the mission?
You control everything, right?
I mean, he might be. You gotta be careful.
Yeah, Dr. Merlot, please don't give us a small child to look after.
I didn't think it would be a problem.
Why not?
Well, he doesn't really make too much of a problem of himself, so I didn't think he'd get in the way.
I don't know. They're fucking grim out there.
You seem like you handle things fine. I didn't realize
you told me about
problem.
You told me about Delta. I thought you'd be used to it.
I really didn't think this would be a problem. I'm sorry. I just...
He says the most retarded thing.
It's because he's so small. I thought, like, it wouldn't...
He says the most retarded thing, which is he didn't consider the ramifications of sending, like, a fucking 10-year-old child out to a bunch of criminals.
I just didn't think you'd get into anything that dangerous.
Why would he ever think that?
You're the professionals.
Fuck you.
Professional huntsman watches video.
Shut the fuck. Yeah, no, that's what that's what Hagios is doing.
Damn!
Hagios is recording a React video.
Yeah, Hagios is talking about how the levees weren't built correctly by the engineer corps, and this is why New Orleans sunk.
Alright,
This seems a little political. Yeah, everything is.
That's just fucking... Okay, let's fucking get back into it.
Yeah. Hagios will turn up. Fuck me.
I knew right when you said it
from his work, and I almost accidentally said turn up for what?
I knew right when you fucking said it that you were gonna fucking laugh.
Fuck. I didn't even mean to. Anyway, he'll look up from the sandwich he's eating, and he'll kind of take the little micro glasses off and with the multi-lens things and place it on the table. Oh, nothing important. Just some smaller parts of cavalcade and all of that. These, I'm not working on any of that, he says, pointing to the waters. None of this. This is all the doctor's work and such. I'm just mostly working on the sandwich at this point.
Oh, well. Is work going well?
It's no large problems, no. Nothing serious, just tuning and things. Is good to reassemble and deassemble at points to make sure faulty parts are switched out. As for this work, I don't really understand most of the readings, so I'm trying to get a handle on this sort of thing. The doctor says this is the current system for monitoring things within the laboratory, and these over here are apparently supposed to be the current sensory devices for managing the dust capacity left on some sensory devices, the ones they were testing before. No so good on the sensory part, so it's mostly a battery procedure now.
Is that right? Chloe's gonna be looking at the monitors, their eyes glazing over.
These sort of things are the rest of the devices monitoring parts of the lab and stuff like that. And I don't know what this one is, he says, gesturing at another one with a little, it looks like an EKG, like heart monitor thing. You don't have to answer, don't worry.
Right. I bet Mary would... She's probably gonna be really jealous that we get to see something like this.
Oh, yes, almost definitely. Isn't that right, Al? Yes. From my understanding, and as specialists in the field of AI would especially be impressed with me. It's why I'm such a quiet topic of discussion. Many of my actual components and details on my creation are not levied at the public currently, after all. I am a work in progress, and there is nothing to be gained in the field of science but knowledge. But in the field of monetary and economic policies, it seems there would be quite the loss if I were to be able to be replicated, obviously. Something like that.
Well, you don't gotta worry, Al. We can keep secret.
Oh, yes, I don't know how to build AI. I'm not sure what secret you mean, Miss Clara May, but I appreciate it nonetheless. It's more that they're concerned about how to construct one, not that it exists, Clara.
Well, I mean, wouldn't they just, like, get it eventually?
Yes. Gio says as he moves to tighten one of the screws. I suppose, theoretically, yes. You know, by that logic, we could invent anything eventually.
What? Oh.
It is more of they have done it already. So I believe they would say competitors would be involved with wishing to get the product.
Mm.
This is more something that the Westerners would be concerned with back home. Nothing that our clan was too preoccupied with. Our technology was never too limited. Our means of life and all of that, we were quite open with them, and we're happy to share them with the rest of the Sands, after all.
Well, I mean, when you live in an environment that harsh, everyone kind of gotta, give and take to make sure,
Yes,
everyone
that
can
is how
keep going.
vacuole. Yes, that is how Variation sees things. Most of them, for instance. I see the traditions have been lost in some places, but, he shrugs a little bit. Well, that's where trouble comes from, I suppose.
Yeah, it's, I don't think it's quite the same back home.
No. Mantle does not sound that way. No, they leveraged much over your people for much time. And that is how your society worked, after all.
Yeah.
Slaves to masters and things like that.
Huh.
Why
Yeah.
do you look so uncomfortable? You are quite intimate with the process, now.
Just thinking for a moment. And none of that really matters. It's not really what I came here to talk about.
You're right, they did get rid of that system. Good point. What is up, then?
It's kind of just is like just thinking for a moment. I want to get your take on things.
My take?
Yeah,
What am I taking?
how do you feel like things are going so far?
Oh, why didn't you just say that?
Is that what I meant?
I suppose it must have been, yes. He nods, looking like he was perplexed and realized he had misunderstood things. Yes, I see. Yeah. On the mission?
Yeah, like, the mission, us being here. I mean, it's all been
Yeah.
a bit weird,
Oh, yes, I mean, as weird as many missions, more so the one of this being a reward of sorts, to take such a long sojourn from our work. I am afraid that I will be falling behind in many classes at this rate.
I mean, I'm sure, Claire tries to think between her group of friends who would be smart and good at helping.
No.
I'm sure some people can help us catch up.
We are looking at a long time of missed classes. I don't believe the headmistress has any plans on how to reintegrate it.
Well, I mean, I think we'll be well within our rights to, ask her very strongly to think of something.
Yes, well, I would be fascinated to know on how to get so much information in a time to make up for it, because I would like to employ that in my normal day-to-day life, but yes, I suppose.
Someone tells me she might just go the route of skipping that part and just acting like we,
I would not be happy with that conclusion. I
Yeah.
don't come here to take vacations. I suppose field work has its benefits, but, well, look at what we're doing, after all.
I mean, I do feel like we're learning some things we might not have if we were just sitting in class.
I suppose. Are they truly as useful for what we're supposed to be learning or not? I don't know. But at the end of the day, this is a pilgrimage for me. Less so importance in that regard. The rest of you suffer more from it.
I mean, I feel like I've been holding up okay.
Yeah, we'll see about your grades.
I mean, like, Roslyn and Mary can help me.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, I'm not going to be the worst off after we get back. I mean, some people like Viridian will just use this as another excuse to not really do anything.
Mm-hmm. He nods a few times. Yes, the status quo and all of that. So you're saying is, besides that, I suppose I am finding it a peculiar place.
Yeah, you could say that again. I mean, feels
It's larger than any place in Vacuo by populace, that's for sure. Unless I am not privy to some hidden city.
kind of doubt you are.
Heh. Yes, it would be quite a whole shame of me to be so light knowledge on any place under the sands and all of that. Perhaps one of the coastal ones, up north, I could accept. That is where only wilds live. They might have enough people jammed up there that we are unaware of. I will accept that.
Hmm. But I gotta say, the city is pretty weird. I mean, walking around, seeing how people act.
Yeah, very fat here.
Yeah.
Don't want for much.
And I mean, people don't seem to be too concerned about the Grim around here.
Yes, with walls and security like this, I can see how they might have once forgotten, but still, it is impressive at the rate that they have. One would think some more generations would have to pass first, but I suppose that is how confident they are in their security.
I don't know if I should be envious or sad for them.
In a world, I would say it is a good thing, but it still makes me feel a little out of place, perhaps, is the way to think on it. To suddenly not be any much concerned with things. It is too good to be true, it feels like, when you still see the outside sometimes.
Yeah, I guess since we got to walk out there and run into Grim, we got real familiar, but, you know, they're right around the corner.
Oh, well, you did get even more familiar with how things are disparate, apparently, of course. It sounds like you saw the worst of the towns in the nearby... what is the word they call it here? Province? Territory?
Yeah, I think so.
Yes, I suppose you would not know better.
Yeah, well... I mean, I think the people would be a bit concerned if they knew just how close some of these Grim are getting to
them. I suppose.
At least I'd hope they would be.
Yes. But, so... how bad was it out there?
Sorry, which thing is he referencing?
Redwall.
Oh. I thought he might be referencing, like, the mine that we just went in.
No.
Well, it wasn't great. A lot of Grim real close by, and the people were obviously dealing with them pretty regularly from how shaken the walls looked. Well, I think the difference is even more striking when, you don't have to go too far to get to this place.
Imagine it might be worse for the neighboring counties or whatever they are to have such a place close by to them. After all, if the Grim are not being sent here, they are still being lured closer.
That's actually a pretty good point. That has to have been something that Dr. Merlot and Dr. Piper here studied, right?
Oh, yes, definitely. There's a lot of things here. I've perused what's available. It's not exactly organized. So I normally resort to asking someone more competent to point ways to documentation. Grim details and things like that. I suppose they are more on my mind thinking of it with an expert nearby.
Yeah, I mean... This is probably the best time to ask about things like that, especially given the local area and us not being too knowledgeable on things.
I hope you have taken advantage of it. They do not seem too willing to hide anything, so it is quite useful. I imagine that is a privilege.
I've dipped my toes into it. I mean, but still gotta, get real immersed in all of it.
Yes, I suppose, like a pool. Sure.
So, Rose was talking to me about how she thinks Nebu's not holding up great.
Hajias grunts a little bit as he clicks his device a bit with his hands. He's readjusting it and snaps something. I do not need to be knowing is a problem that is leaking further. That is perhaps unnecessary of her. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I was telling her about some things my team was going through, so I think she was just trying to reciprocate.
There's no comfort in knowing we are all suffering, I must say, though. If you would just check on her for me real quick. He nods over to the side to walk over a few feet. Can I see under the desk? That was asleep.
In here? What the
On a
fuck?
sleeping bag.
What? What?
Yeah,
Secretly, why? Also, I mean, I guess it saves time. I also wanted to go see Nebu.
her hair is all messy, and she just looks like she's in clothes from yesterday, and she's snoring a bit loudly and drooling.
Claire will just peer around a bit. Why is she sleeping here?
She was,
It's not that bad.
It was, she was in a stupor of sorts when we were talking, and it was very closer than going back to dorm, where it would only be, more issues. She said she'd like someplace like this rather than there, so I am obliged.
I will look at her scroll. What time in the day is it?
It's like 3.
God, operating on a Noah time clock, Jesus.
Cut that.
Oh yeah, no, it's fine when these fucking start breaking out into jokes before I do my scene.
Yeah. You'll have a lot more editing to do if you do that, buddy. Cracks knuckles.
Jesus. As Claire will look to Hajias.
He grimaces a little bit, yeah, that's not great.
Felix said he was just hanging out with her the other day. She seemed alright.
He's, complicated issues.
Claire will just hum a bit. At least if it might, well, this doesn't really relate to Nebu, but some of my team things are going better.
That is good to hear.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Claire will just hum a bit and then walk over.
Oh, I wouldn't interrupt that.
Nebu, as Claire will just try and say gently.
She doesn't wake up.
Nebu.
She doesn't wake up.
So I'll just start shaking her a bit.
She waves an arm blindly in her sleep and catches your arm and turns into gold. It's heavy.
What the? Okay. Nebu, wake up!
She rolls over and pulls the pillow over her head.
Nebu, I need you to undo this.
That's not how it works.
So am I stuck like this?
Go away, you're loud.
I don't think you're really in the place to demand people not.
She vomits a little on the floor. She groans and leans forward with her tongue and touches it and turns into gold.
Jesus, fucking
And
Jesus.
reaches over and grabs the solid object and hurls it into the trash. Where you see a couple more.
I guess you can't really respond to me now, can you?
I don't want to turn them off. They'll start to smell. You you here? Go away. Look ugly.
What?
Shut up, you're so loud.
I'm trying to be quiet.
Let the gatekeeper keep you away.
Claire will now be visibly confused. You mean Hachios?
Yes.
I don't think he was really trying.
Asshole.
Claire will attempt to sit down, adjusting her right arm that is now solid.
Come on. Why are you sitting on the ground?
It's kind of some vomit in the way to the chair.
It's in the trash. It's all gold. What do you want?
Well, kind of. Well, it's kind of concerning how you're sprawled out here on the floor, hung over.
I have a sleeping bag.
You're in the middle of the lab.
I'm not in the middle. I'm under the desk.
That's not what I meant.
Well, then say what you meant. God.
Nebu, you seem kind of like a bum right now.
I just woke up hungover. How else should I seem?
It's like 3 in the afternoon.
So...
I mean, don't you have things you might want to be doing instead of just...
Not this early.
Right.
I got a meeting later. I'm fine.
Who are you meeting?
Wouldn't you like to know?
That's kind of why I asked.
Well, I'm not gonna tell you. It's business.
Nebu, something wrong.
What's right in this world?
It's not...
As I'm saying, I don't know if she's a talky mood. Agios, maybe let people in. It is not my lab, and I did say so. Just sighs and shakes his head for a second as he rubs his forehead.
Claire will like to look at her for a moment.
Just lying there.
Is this really what happens the first time you get a drink after a while?
No, I've been drinking for the last 2 days. I'm good at handling myself. I'm good.
You know, it doesn't really seem very convincing.
Well, you're not very convincing with a lot of things, but no one gets on your fucking case about it. Okay? Jeez.
It just thinks on the flawless debate tactics.
Sorry that the most you guys think about is like what kind of sleeping bags you're gonna have and like if you want to run a bakery instead. Asshole.
Man, you're right, Hadios.
Oh, the bakery comment is what cut deep enough?
No.
Oh,
It's
what,
more...
what did you mean?
What's more than the fact that I said something, she just literally said it right back to me. It's kind of hard to talk through.
Yes, I did say so. She's in a very down mood. And it was already bad in the morning. Oh, that's so mean. I mean, I wasn't trying to be. if that matters. I guess. Oh, that's wording.
Yeah, a lot of things about this are.
I mean, yes. The picture is not the strangest one. This could be normal, but it is more complicated. Snow just groans a little bit. Yes, I am understanding.
Yeah, I don't think
I'm
Roserum
talking too loud.
I don't think Roserum would be quite so mad if it was normal.
Shut up about rose or smell.
They'll look at her, then look back at
No
Todd.
name calling is pointless, especially when the company is not here to hear it. Especially if your insults are so weak and confusing.
I don't think she's really in the present state of mind to be clever.
I'm always smart. Shut up, bitch.
That's not even what I said.
Yes, I am thinking you are correct in that case. Like I said, but do you want some water? No, I want to go back to bed. I'll just kind of shrug towards you, like, no, you can keep talking.
Claire will think on that. I think she'll respect Nebu's wishes and let her go back to sleep.
Oh, that's nice of you. Yeah.
I think when
As
they
you
literally... Oh, no, go on.
What'd you say?
Nothing.
No, you can say it.
What? No.
No, my saying isn't as important. I wanted to hear what you're saying, is what I'm saying. I was just going to narrate what happens next. If you had a comment, I want to hear it first.
Oh, no, I was just gonna say, when she's literally just going, no, you, I think I should probably catch her at a less obtuse time.
Yeah, okay, yeah. She just kind of groans a little bit and buries herself back into her pillow, deflating a bit more. And you and Hod just kind of turn. He's kind of got like a concerned, uncomfortable look he's giving, that sort of disapproving, father, worried, concerned relative look. And as you're both kind of make your way a little distance, you see Piper kind of had turned over to look at what you guys were talking about and was chewing on the end of a pen, looking a bit concerned towards Nebu. And Azios will go back and pick up the remnants of a sandwich and finish it. Yes, as you can see, team synergy is not at its high end right now. Yeah, Rosarum seems to be doing well by herself, at least. He shrugs.
Yeah.
But, Jose and Nebu are going through growing pains, I would say. Is the polite way to say it. Perhaps I would say Rosarum is also, but it is not so much pain for her. That is my evaluation of my team currently.
Yeah. Well, hopefully it starts to get worked out a bit. Don't think we could do the missions nearly as well if Nebu's always thrown on the floor like that.
Nebu is not so irresponsible as to not rise to the occasion when danger comes. Even she knows that, even if it would be difficult for her to admit it sometimes. I am less afraid of that and more concerned with what should be done to help them. I cannot do many things to actually change what's going on right now. I am simply doing my best to wait, what you would say, in the wings. For now, I do what I can. They listen if they want to talk and things, but I know they are not the sort of bull that will buck. They are like a bull that will buck if you try and pull on the reins. Something like that. Maybe horses is more apt in this country. Not country, in this kingdom. For now, I am mired But that does not mean I do feel like I do nothing. It just means it is a game of vigilance, I suppose, to make sure I am able to rise to occasion if I'm granted it. But yes, you are getting the worst view of things from her. It is, I think a slew of issues, really.
Yeah, well, I guess a lot of things are probably hitting her at once. I mean,
I think it is, straws on camels in this case. Maybe Jose is the one who hit it and all at the 1 point thing. But it is probably doesn't help that each other are feeling similar struggles. And the future, especially when we are doing so successful now, can be more daunting because of that. Maybe that is core of this mission, to give us time while we languish in throes of victories and successes, to not fall into despair at sitting down for so long. I don't know. Maybe I'm just getting hopeful. And assuming that our esteemed headmistress had considered something like that.
yeah,
Even if she did not think it, I believe her semblance would have led it to the correct conclusion. She just might not know what she's done.
I mean, it worked with the team building, didn't it?
Yes, exactly. That's how these sorts of things work for her. And until they don't, well, she can be confident in that streak. I just hope we are not the one that finally ends it. Here.
Well, I guess we'll see when we're back in shade.
A grim resolution. I like that. No if and or buts about it.
Well, I should probably get going. Still got a couple more things I want to do around the city before it gets too dark out.
Yes. Of course. Anything fun?
I don't think anything too exciting. I was just gonna hit up a couple more places with Gwen.
Got you. And if you see any particularly funny fat people out there, be sure to take a picture of them for me. I am making compilation to bring back to the academy.
Oh yeah, don't worry. I'll make sure to do that.
I am thinking it will be on movie night. Thank you.
Claire will give him a smile as she'll exit the building.
Defeated. Nebu vomited.
She's too powerful.
Your arm will turn back to normal after a few minutes.
Good.
The distance helps. But it's not entirely necessary, you know. Which means probably all that vomit's back to normal now. You're not sure if that's what she actually meant when she said it'll go back. You're pretty sure she can manage things more finessely, but you would probably assume that, yeah, seems like she's having trouble in her state managing it normally. I'm sad. My semblance is on the fritz. Basically. Alright, cool. Okay. Any other scene requests from you guys? Felix is sticking with the boys, right? And
Yes.
okay.
He'll stick with the boys, if only to help Jose.
Yeah. You are free to have moments of leaving sticking with the boys, but I mean, we're covering a couple because we're covering vague time, so it's not.
I've watched The Wire. I know what a stakeout is.
Vague.
A few moments later.
So Felix is staying with the Stakeout team. Is he going to stick with them when it gets darker and it will be around the time you normally go to bed? Is he going to stay for the night shift? Because that's when they said they've seen, like, they did this like a day before, and they're like, we saw something weird the other day. We were going to stay. This would be the time when more sus characters might show up. Is he interested in that part of it?
Interested. I mean, yeah, I guess he's kind of not fully into the whole conspiracy, but you know, now that Jose is like, yeah, there's like drug dealers in my dad's warehouse.
Yeah.
He's in to claim this.
And at a minimum, it might be better to be there in case, you know,
Viridian
they go
goes
off the
insane.
handle. Yeah, so, is he going to tell Clara or Gwen what's going on and why neither of them are back?
No.
But they will note neither of you are home late at night in the inn room. Is what I'm saying. Will they?
Yeah, yes, probably.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that's fine. That is fine. I'm just double checking to make sure if you. Making sure that would be the natural consequence of these actions.
Thank you, Todd. That is. Are you sure you wish to click that?
Are you sure?
Are you sure?
Yeah, if you're good with that, you're good. I just wanted to know ahead of time.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, cool. So, is Clara staying out late much, Blake, or doing anything, or would she be back around normal time?
Is this like the same day?
Yes, it is the same day.
Unless you specifically had her doing something else, I'd probably say she probably was just hanging out with Gwen, so they'd probably go back at a pretty normal time, I imagine.
Sure, yeah, okay. Makes sense. Yeah. You can be back at the inn room with Gwen. And, yeah, you probably had breakfast or dinner and everything.
Just thinking, they couldn't possibly be doing something stupid, right, Glen? Well, yeah, we probably would have just had dinner at, like, a nice place that's not this inn. Probably just, like, a local place.
Yeah, you don't want to eat at Hog Streets, the fucking Catfish, the shitty place you live or staying in.
I'd imagine since we're in a big city, we probably have a lot of choices, and we're trying to eat at different places. You can
probably go to a street that also doesn't have a significantly higher crime rate than the rest of the city.
Wait, but it also has a high faunus population.
You're right. If you notice, there's faunus on this map, and at the crossing, they're only in the alleyways. Dude, emergent storytelling.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. But it's like 9 or 9:30, or let's say it's going on 10. Either, you know, Clara could be asleep by now if you want or whatever. What do you think? Because I want to know, is why I'm asking.
No. Clara would still be awake. She'd probably just be like, you know, relaxing, not like laying down her bed, like, you know, her feet are kind of off, and she's just leaning against the wall. Mm-hmm. And she's probably like looking at her scroll, like just probably trying to do something respectable, like look over the Grim in the area and just kind of like brush up on things so she doesn't get made fun of by Gwen.
Yeah, Gwen's reading a comic book. She's been reading some.
She's a queen. She already knows all this. She doesn't need it.
Based. Yeah, this is recreation. She spent her day doing work. She puts down the last issue she was reading tonight. She kind of sits down back against the bedpost for a second and kind of looks up at the ceiling for a while and then checks one of the clocks nearby and goes, "So, do you know where either of them are?"
No.
I mean, I was gonna try not to stay up that late in case we get called in the middle of the night again, but...
Yeah, that's probably a good call.
I mean, I won't blame them if they want to do something, but still. It's been a while. I haven't really seen them all day.
Yeah.
Viridian was already gone, like, pretty early.
Maybe probably just had things he wanted to do around the city.
Oh yeah, something great, I'm sure.
Well, I mean, maybe Felix is with him. Then it should be okay.
Doesn't that make it worse? I thought he, like, had a handle on things.
I mean, they told us they wouldn't get into anything like before.
I don't think Viridian did, though.
Felix did?
Yeah. But Viridian gets him into things.
It's like semantics.
No, it's logical.
Well, I'm not saying it wouldn't happen. I'm just saying it doesn't absolve Felix of consequences.
Gwen's just texting Felix, "Hey, where are you?" Question mark. Felix on the roof. You feel your scroll buzz.
Now here's the fucking choice. Does he just like not respond? Does he lie?
Felix will be playing cards for the 50th, or probably the 150th hand.
Yeah.
And then look down at his scroll, and he'll just look at it, and then just show it to the other two.
Jose looks away from his binoculars because there is a weird guy out by the warehouse with a couple other faunus on a smoke break right now, it looks like, or something, which he said they probably should be done with work by now, so this is a little suspicious. Viridian had a book over his face, magazine, and he's just taking a little bit of a nap, but he kind of peels it up to look over and wrinkles his nose like he smelled shit. And he goes, why does she gotta care?
Wait, there are two funny things there.
Yeah.
Give me a second. One, I imagine just Jose getting super mad because he's like, we don't pay overtime. What are they doing?
Thanks.
And two, I love what we opened on saying Felix deals another hand of cards. Then we describe the other two people not playing cards.
He's playing solitaire, dude.
Come on, bro. Let Felix have his fun.
No, go.
He's playing with Jose.
You're so mean, Blake. Overanalyzing like a fucking that guy with the glasses guy.
Wow.
What's his name again?
What we're supposed to watch.
It's not November anymore.
Oh yeah, I can finally watch Nostalgic videos. Yes!
Oh, thank fucking God.
I made it all the way through.
Thank fucking God.
Anyway, yeah. Viridian laments that his teammate cares in the worst possible time, and Jose just goes, I mean, you guys probably should have come up with an idea if they were going to be worried about this. No, they're not really doing anything. He just mutters to himself. I don't see like a bag or anything. Yeah, it could be pretty small. But yeah, I don't see any either.
I could simply not reply.
Yeah, is that really gonna work?
It could buy us some time. Me, sometime.
You get another response. Are you okay? It's late, and we haven't seen you.
You'll get another. You'll get a message from Clara saying, "Are you ignoring Gwen? What's happening? I won't tell her."
Okay. Felix will just shake his head at the Clara message and be like, "Okay, what's something that Viridian would have gotten me into that we're held up with besides this?"
He lowers his finger. He's about to say. I don't know. What do I get you into? What's that supposed to mean?
We can't admit that we were fighting someone. That doesn't really reflect well.
I guess not.
I
don't like this, role you're giving me. We're like, the three, amigos here. What? It's an old sailor thing.
I see.
Whatever. Yeah, I guess. I mean, you could say you're at a... Nah, Viridian doesn't like movies. It's not that I don't like them. I'm just saying, y'all really gonna pay that much for the complimentary, like, food and all that? They should give that for free with how much they're charging here. I mean, maybe you just tell them we're, you could just try and say, like, I don't know, how about you just say you're with me? Maybe that'll be good.
Huh. Yes, that'll work.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
Good
probably a
thinking,
good thing I do not say I'm with Viridian. That would be incredibly suspicious.
Whoa. You're not saying you're with me and Jose?
No.
What am I, the third wheel? Well, now they're gonna be asking where I am!
Well, they're going to know where you are.
keep it down, man. What? They don't know where I am now. If people knew where I was, that would kind of ruin the whole sting operation thing, or whatever this is called.
Yes, I suppose.
Yeah, that's why I proposed that clever thought.
Oh, Viridian, please.
Get him
Felix will
some
just
blood.
text back he's with Jose.
This pause dots. Doing what? From what? Or was that to Clara or Gwen? Sorry.
To both.
Gwen goes, doing what? As in the room, she furrows her brow. It's with Jose at this hour?
Clara messages him that Gwen looks mad.
Okay. The update has done nothing to, help him, really, but thanks. He could imagine, but the confirmation actually is a bit helpful, I suppose. Imagine. He truly is imagined here.
There's two more of them now. Yeah. Man, you think those whiskers are, attached, or the horn's the real part? I don't know, man. Looks weird either way. Kind of thing has whiskers and horns like that, like wiggly ones. Like a fish or something, maybe? Nah. Wait, can faunus be fish?
I see. What
What
would we be doing?
Bewildered.
Hmm.
I don't know. Maybe we should just tell him what we're up to. I mean, when you're on our side, Gwen can't really argue. Then it's against free people.
That's not how it works.
I mean, she listened when we all went along with things before, didn't she?
Yes, well...
So if it's you, me, and Clara, we got this.
I suppose...
That seems like a little mercenary. Hey,
yes,
how do
it's
your
a bit...
team handle things? I don't want to talk about it. I say groans. Yeah, that's what I thought. Clara, he's not responding.
Yeah, he's not responding to me either.
Why are you texting him?
Well, he doesn't know we're together, so I was wondering where he'd be.
Show me your phone.
So I'll walk over and give her the scroll.
She'll look at your messages and glare at you. And type back on your phone. Yes, I'm even more mad now. To Felix. What are you doing?
Okay, Felix will...
Wow, you got Clara mad at you? Oh, it's Gwen, I get it.
Of course it's Gwen.
Nah, yeah, I get it. Not too fast for that.
Well, guess maybe we should just admit it.
Yeah, how bad
I do
could it
find
be?
lying to be quite tiring, honestly.
Yeah, y'all really pretty bad at it. And, I mean, sometimes the best lie is the truth, you know? Doesn't make any sense. Oh, come on! Why y'all gotta call me on it when I don't know what I'm saying? Sometimes I just wanna... I don't got a phrase for everything. I thought that one was clever. Hey, what do we say about shouting? Oh, yeah, it's a bad idea, sorry. Nah, we in the city. People shout, right?
Do you think it's a bit more masked, although it is later, so perhaps keep it down a little bit.
He just waves. Details. They ain't listening. In fact, it looked like they're getting a bit more of a party over there still. Since this or faunus are making their way towards that alley.
Felix will text back, I'm helping Jose and Viridian look into something for Jose at his father's, one of his father's warehouses.
Maybe his father's where? Quinn stares at it for a while. This better not be like a lie. This is really complicated. It doesn't sound like Viridian texted it. So it has to be Felix. What are they doing?
Oh no. Just like try and find them.
Gwen looks at you, sighs, and she texts Felix directions. Like, just the word, not like directions to the fucking inn.
Okay, I'm sorry. She's
demanding to give directions.
To where they are.
Yes.
Fuck! Come on!
Angry face.
It seems that they wish to join us, although I do not know if that would be a good idea right now.
I mean, we might need some backup.
Fine.
I'm hearing oh man. The Umbrian blinks and sits up a little bit more. Oh wow, that's a lot of them. Oh, whew, there's a lot that came in the side alley actually.
Alright, I will give them directions. Felix will tell them the directions and also what roof to jump up on. Please, it says please try to be a little quiet.
Oh, for goodness sake. Gwen says as she goes and starts grabbing some of her gear. I swear, Clara.
Yeah. You should.
This is what happens when you give people tacit approval.
We should probably just hurry up.
Yeah, you think? Gwen throws her comics back in a bag as you hustle out of the room. Alright. You guys will start heading down to the warehouse district. Meanwhile, actually in the district, on the roof, you guys are watching, like, you know, faunus filter in towards this alley, and there's a couple of the masked ones nearby who seem to be, like, giving out some masks for them to wear.
Oh no.
This looks nothing like a drug deal.
Yes, this, I feel as if this is more of a meetup.
Oh yeah, see, I fucking knew it. Now, I'm definitely betting that stuff we was seeing the other day was packages being delivered, but hey, maybe it wasn't drugs or something. Might have been dust, weapons, something like that. It was a pretty small bag, couldn't have been that much. Yeah, alright, we'll limit it to dust or something. Maybe it was just the masks. It honestly could be. Jose kind of shrugs in agreement.
Well,
It's like a rally or something.
masks are not exactly against the law, I'm afraid.
Yeah, right. Because when a group of people get together and all wear masks, it's definitely something that's above board. Yeah, nothing suspicious going on here.
Simply saying we haven't seen anything extreme just yet.
I'm thinking this is extreme. Besides, it's not like we need the law to do something. That's for cops and, like, what do they call them here? The constables? Yeah, the constant guys. Oh, jeez, I see Clara from a mile away. As these guys get walking down the street.
Felix will be like, oh, I told them to be quiet.
She don't know nothing. Besides, it's across the way. There's some traffic. They ain't noticing. You can try and signal to them.
Okay.
How do you want to do it subtly? They're gonna stop at the corner like you once did when given these directions here. And Gwen's gonna look around. They didn't just send us out to the city, did they? I'll be so fucking pissed off.
I feel like Felix will just like peek his head over the roof and be like, up here.
What are you doing on the roof?
Oh wow, this one was very real
It was
detailed
not my
directions.
choice.
Oh my god.
Alright, Claire will just hop up.
This little thump, and Gwen will web up and take a look at the place and go, why does it look like you've been here all day? Because we have.
Well, we have, yes.
Oh,
Why?
Hey,
Gwen
Jose.
looks across the street. A day. Gwen looks across the street and squints. What?
That's
There's a party.
a lot of people.
It's not a party. It looks like a rally or something.
It's most likely a rally.
Yeah, they was dealing something more suspicious yesterday, but this is a lot. All right, so how we getting in there?
You're
kidding me. Why?
I suppose that there are 2 people who could go in fairly undetected.
Yeah.
Well, 1, I suppose, if they hopefully don't recognize me from the Vital Festival.
Because they was in the finals, you know.
I could maybe.
I am not
bird.
discounting anyone, Clara. I was just saying.
Hey, you keep your head down long enough, you get one of the masks, that'll help.
That's fair.
Oh my god. And Gwen could be like a spider faunus. I'm not doing that.
It would be kind of clever.
Clara could probably be like a gorilla faunus.
What?
I don't know. Something that doesn't have obvious features. It makes you look bigger though, because you're tall. I'm trying to think of animals that are just tall. They might buy that.
Couldn't Viridian be one?
We're pushing it a bit.
Nah, Viridian's too much.
I think Viridian would
Yeah.
be found out quite soon.
Yeah, even with the mask, I kind of stick out. Y'all ain't tall enough to do that, Miss May. Y'all don't mind me saying, ma'am.
I think I get it. Well, I mean...
Besides, he was the one that always wanted to be a faunus or whatever.
Do you think we should risk it, having, like, people that aren't you two go in?
Well, I'd say it's more risky to only have 2 people go in. You don't know what this is.
Just fair. 3 of us going in should be enough. I'm afraid, Gwen, you may have to play the part.
Oh, god damn it.
I'm truly sorry, but
Can we,
Or
like,
the
draw
only one-
straws or something? Yeah, I'd do that.
if you wish, but I truly believe you're the only one who could do it.
What, make a little web in my hand?
I think it's a bit more believable than Gorilla Faunus.
It kinda glows. In the right light. It looks weird.
It's pretty dark out. I don't think it
Plus,
looks
I don't
weird.
I don't have the little things on my hands. It just comes out. It'd be weird, right?
Well, I don't think... Just get, defensive about it, and they'll surely leave you alone.
Oh yeah, make a scene. Great idea, Felix.
I'm simply offering what I think would be best.
It just groans a little bit. No, now I kind of want to go in. I mean, like, I could be like, y'all could, stick some whiskers on me or something, right?
You
Could
feel
find some straw.
you feel like a giraffe on us.
Nah, my neck ain't long enough.
Well, they have big legs too.
My legs ain't long enough. I'm all stocky. I'm perfectly proportioned. Can't y'all just, like, I don't know, say it somewhere you don't want to show in public if they ask? I mean, look at them. They ain't asking many people. They just going up and grabbing a mask. I can't even tell what that guy is.
Yeah, they can I, but I don't have the binoculars.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, whatever we're doing, we should probably do it sooner rather than later, yeah? It'd be a lot,
line's getting shorter. We might want to hustle.
yeah, it'd be a lot more, it wouldn't be nearly as conspicuous if we went when the line was almost empty.
Tell
True.
you what, I definitely shouldn't go in because I'm already cutting a figure and I got the best eye in the sky. Now, Jose and Felix, y'all can get in pretty easy without turning any eyes. So if y'all bring one more person, maybe they wouldn't bat it. 2 might be pushing it, but I guess we might be able to squeeze all 4 of you in there. but I might prefer to have me a buddy out here if we need to, like, come in for evac sort of thing.
You know, I'm thinking, without the mask, aren't my eyes pretty noticeable or recognizable?
He does a little hand wave thing. Y'all can say that's your animal thing.
But the animal
Don't
has...
fish have a lot of silver eyes and, like, grayed out ones? Y'all the mermaid, ain't you? Just say you're a fish.
Maybe? You think that would work?
Yeah, they look weird.
May work.
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, I mean, it would just be all about being confident, right?
Yeah, just don't, like, bring it up if you don't need to, though. They just give you a mask. You don't gotta, like, do the little blub.
Yeah, no, I think I can do this if you want to stay here, Glen.
Better than going in there. Plus, I'll be able to get over there pretty quickly. If I need to. Just
It's
try not to
decided.
cause a scene.
Sure. Alright, Felix, Jose, you guys can take the lead on this. I'll follow right behind.
Yeah. If we can, we'll just toss you the mask.
Nice.
Right. Let's get going.
It's okay, I've done incognito stuff before with Rosalind.
I don't want to hear about that kind of stuff.
Well, that experience may be helpful for what's coming up.
Yeah. Let's just get moving. As you guys can get off the building.
We did it.
Approach.
Bro, it's only like a story and a half. Did you really have to Superman, like, land?
Yeah. Crack the ground. Awesome.
Sorry
Thanks.
for my superhero landing.
Sorry, I blew our cover, but I'm so fucking cool.
Now, Felix, I know you grew
Oh, I'm so fucking cool.
Felix, I know you grew up in the forest, but you had to look both ways.
Oh no. Felix saw the headlights and froze like a, well, you know.
Well, you know. Oh my god.
Oh god, Gwen, Felix, have
I've never read this joke before. Fuck.
Noah's like, shit, I have the next map planned. It says Felix got hit by a car, so he spent the next, like, part of the session in the hospital.
Yeah. It's
this out, so we got
next time on Team Supernova. It's a hospital episode.
So Felix and Jose approach in front of Clara to the masked guy who's got a bag full of them that he's handing out. And he'll turn his head towards both of you. Are you doing anything to keep your incognito? Like, Jose has his hoodie on and stuff. Do you want to turn your hoodie up and rip the top with your antlers?
Yes.
Perfect. Yeah. Felix keeping his eyes down, or is he looking normal? What's his play for this?
He's definitely keeping his eyes down.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna need a wit from you.
Wit?
Yes.
You making me roll?
Yes.
Oh god, what a cuck. Yeah. My god, he's
Nice.
Yeah.
Felix.
It doesn't look that weird. Don't worry. One second. Okay, right. Okay, yeah, so as Felix is walking up, he can just approach this guy. He doesn't give you a suspicious look or whatever. He gestures to go grab a mask for you and stuff. No, Jose kind of coughs and he nudges you.
Felix will try to grab two masks.
Well, you got like a second pair of eyes or something, buddy?
Okay. Felix will just be like, sorry, no, I didn't know if you were joking or not.
No, I'm not.
Okay,
I was like, what the fuck?
I'm sorry. You did a funny voice. I'm sorry.
Yeah, sometimes characters are funny.
I know. Look, it's not on you. It's honestly more on me. All right.
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay. Felix will just kind of be like, sorry. I suppose I didn't realize. He'll let one of them drop and then put it on.
Yeah, it's okay, man. You can have an extra if you want to keep it that bad. No, we're just
Oh.
getting it for a friend. Jose says with a noticeably affected voice. He's not. Yeah, sure. Yeah, yep. Hand you, he'll hand Jose one and an extra one for Clara as he looks over at her and nuts. Yeah, man. Hope you kicked the habit or whatever. We'll go back to the other guy who's talking to him and approaching for a mask. Jose lets out a deep breath as he quickly hustles through the other side and passes it to Clara covertly.
Clara will put it on.
That was close.
Yes.
Was it?
I felt like he was giving us the once over. So you guys will start walking up.
The four of us.
Yeah, now you're in the crowd. It's like a crowd of people you're wandering into. I'm immersing you.
I like to imagine. I see that Jose. She also looks over, being like, "Yeah, that was close."
A few moments later.
So, as you guys are pushed in with the crowd, you enter a building with a lot of loud talking from a mob of faunus that you are pushed shoulder to shoulder with as you are walking in the place. In the Irons warehouse, there appears to be a like thrown up stage with some of the shelving units they've pushed out of the way. The warehouse seems mostly cleared out of supplies and stuff. And you recognize more openly Red Fang members, like the masked guy out front, kind of patrolling around the place near the stage. And there's a couple mingled in the crowd of grouped up faunuses and stuff, as people are bumping into your shoulders and stuff to get a closer view to the front of the crowd.
You know, Felix, kind of tore airs I'd go to one of these things and back home.
Well, perhaps they're more friendly there.
I mean, it's not so unfriendly. Jose says as he touches the mask he's wearing. I mean, it's not the worst, right? At least they're not wrecking shit, he says, kind of looking around as he sees one of the Red Fang guys trying to drive one of the forklifts.
What, for fun?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Alright, buddy.
I mean,
Yes.
I don't know where all the actual supplies, he mumbles as someone like kind of bumps into him, went. Maybe it's empty. I guess this is what happens when you have more than one of these in the city. Some of these guys definitely has to work at the place, though.
Yeah, I mean, you couldn't imagine they could set up here without some of the guys that had the keys,
Shit.
right?
Yeah. I think that he kind of gestures north of you guys a little bit past the crowd of people. I think that's that hot dog vendor. Shit, don't let him see us.
Yes, I've had many conversations. We should avoid him.
Grimy is indeed a faunus.
I didn't know.
He's a rat.
He's
got a rat.
Oh yeah, you said he was a rat.
Yeah, I think so. I'm pretty
You
sure I
did.
said he had a rat tail, yeah. We're gonna push through the crowd a little bit. And more faunus will fade in and... Alright, we're good. That's close.
Yeah, I mean, last thing I want to do is kind of stand out.
Yeah, luckily, he says as he kind of looks at the crowd. No one's gonna really see us, I think. What are we supposed to do now?
I think we should obviously observe.
Yeah.
I mean, they had to gather some people here for like a reason, right?
I guess.
Suppose we must have patience.
Guess we just stand around and try and look natural?
Yeah. As you guys are hanging around, quick question. Did either of you try and bring your weapons in? Could have left them on the roof with people.
Oof, that's a good question.
Oh, well,
I will say, they wouldn't have stopped you with your sword.
I would bring my weapon in because Claire usually has them like under her like pants, like strapped to her legs, because they compact pretty easily.
I'll say Felix brought his katana.
People keep a bit of a berth around you because of that.
Oof.
So they're like on Clara's legs, you said, Blake? Sorry?
Yeah, you know, they like fold up really easy because they're just like batons. Or like, you know,
yeah, I mean,
so
they're just like shotguns. I mean, yeah, RWBY weapons go compact. I thought I heard you say under the pants. I was like, she sticks them down her pants when she's not using them?
Well, no, they're like...
You mean like by her legs?
Well, yeah, like they're strapped to her legs.
Okay, yeah, so they're still kind of noticeable. I was just getting the idea of like how she stores them. Yeah. I mean, yeah. You guys don't know if Jose has his, since they're just his 7-week stompers, his boots, so, you know, people are kind of giving you a bit of a wide berth. You guys want to both give me a chance roll?
Would I?
Go for it, please.
I must, of course, look at my chance, which is 9. God. Why'd I do that?
Hey. Thought it was funny.
I did. Yeah, I did. I did think it was funny.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, no one seems, besides keeping a bit away from you guys, more so Felix, like too worried. I mean, some of the soldiers will have weapons. Some people have like something strapped to them, not like a gun or anything, but maybe like a bat or something, or a little club. Now, RWBY, open carry weapons are not normally allowed in certain places. Some cities have preventive laws against it. It doesn't look like this is the group that cares, obviously. So, you know, a little weird in this context, but doesn't shock you to see. But you guys kind of pick up on, leaned up against the stage. There's a faunus with mink ears. A kind of like grayish, ashy skin. And, let me see. Where did I put this description? Oh, sorry, I'm on the wrong page. That's not the right page. Oh, sorry. Here it is. Right, so, he's leaned up against the stage. He's the guy up here, in case you need visual direction. And on his kind of back, going up from his waist and a bit up, curved towards the shoulder, he's got this big, like, curved-looking sheathed sword. Kind of like, you know, like an inch or so thick, or an inch or so wide, I should say, not thick. You know, pretty long, maybe 4 feet or something. It's got a curve, so it can kind of hike up on the side and then curve up towards his shoulder blade. And he's leaned up against the stage. He's the one with the most obvious sort of weapon, besides a couple of the Red Fang soldiers who have like rifles they've kind of slung holstered up to their chest. And he's got just like a much more simple look than any of the like soldiering looking guys who kind of have some body armor and the full mask cover and everything. He just has like a bandana with the Red Fang symbol kind of around his mouth, like old cowboy outlaw style. And just like a messy looking gray shirt, big like black carbon pants with a bunch of pockets and things. But as you guys were kind of looking around, you kind of feel like he's looking in your general direction, sussing out the crowd in your way. It's not staring any of you down, but it's holding in your direction a little too long. He looks maybe on the younger side. It's kind of hard to tell. He looks a bit gruff. But he's the most noticeable, besides the really big guy over here, who seems to be talking with some of the other Red Fang soldiers.
Holy shit, I feel like I'm in a Foot Clan meeting.
Yeah, I mean, it's a room full of masks. Like, everyone's got some distinctive features, everything, but everyone does have those little face masks. They've given you guys, not the full, like, masks these guys have. It's those smaller rimmed ones that just go around the eye area and everything. Like a visor mask.
Yeah, I got you.
Little slits in it, yeah. So, it does do something a little disorienting to see everyone, even the normal people in these. And, but, no, nothing. He's not, like, signaling to anyone or anything. Just, you know, he's probably looking towards you.
And Felix does have a sword on him.
Yeah, exactly. They could just be curious why the crowd's a little sparse around you guys. Could be anything, but you're all aware of that.
All right.
Yeah, if you'd like, you can just stick here by the exit. You can try and get closer, maybe hear what some of the soldiers are talking about. Hold your peace. Maybe ask some faunus what are they doing here. Your call. If you guys have any plans.
Do I see, like, I know you described the mink faunus, but like, do I in character see him from across the room? Or is he probably kind of thick? So I really know.
Yeah, that's why I described
yeah.
that whole thing of what he looks like and why he's looking at you. You guys see that? Yeah.
Yeah. I get
Clara will, like, thankfully with a mask, she doesn't have to like fully turn her head or anything. But she'll kind of notice like him looking at them a bit, and then look towards Felix and Jose.
Jose doesn't really seem to notice, but I mean, Felix is probably looking that way.
Yeah,
also.
Felix will have noticed.
Oh, sorry, I forgot to mention. He's got like instead of just he's got like a little gold chain, and instead of just having normal gloves or anything, they're kind of like big and padded looking, so they kind of make his hands look like 3 times bigger, almost like they would be a part of like some bigger like. Like a radiation suit or a submarine or like a submergible suit might make your hands look bigger. They look like weird safety gloves. Sorry, continue.
You guys don't gotta turn and look or anything, but there is a guy across the room that I think has been eyeing us.
Yes, I've noticed.
Telling these things.
Oh, I mean, it's not that hard, right?
No, I mean everyone's wearing Oh, that guy, the one without the mask. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of coughs a little bit. Yeah, I can tell.
Well, do not look towards him, please.
I just craned my head a little. What? Am I supposed to stare at a wall?
Of course I won't look at him. It's kind of one-on-one, you know? Can't give the game away.
Well.
Yeah, sure.
I think that we should perhaps get a little closer.
You think so? They haven't really started anything yet.
Yeah, but they're probably going to, right? Better to hear about what it is now than after.
I think we should.
I also would like to be near the soldiers, just in case they say anything that might tell us what they're about to do.
I think we should try and, like, disperse a bit through the crowd, so we can, maybe pick up on something, or should we stick together?
No way. I don't want to do that here.
Splitting up might not be a bad idea, but it is a bit risky.
Yeah, a little bit.
Well, I say in about 2 minutes, if this doesn't start, we should disperse. Clara, if you would go to the right side of the room and I'll go to the left, see if you can hear what any of the soldiers are saying.
Right, I'll try and be as conspicuous as I can.
Jose, you can come with me.
Yeah, okay. Alright. You guys can start trying to move through the crowd. Yeah, Felix can get through the crowd pretty easy.
Yeah.
Like a knife through hot butter.
I guess Felix will come up like, he'll come up to like, I'm trying to, the black squares here, those are like, I assume
Shipping
like,
containers,
shipping
like,
is, okay, they're shipping
yeah,
containers.
they're shelves or shipping containers. They've all been moved with some of the lifts and stuff to make room. Normally they'd be like dotted across the place.
Okay, Felix will kind of walk up here and he'll look up to the stage and he'll kind of like motion with his head for Jose to like walk over to the shipping container, and he'll just kind of like put his back to it and put one of his hands in his pocket and just sit there.
Alright. Can you give me a chance roll? You walk past me.
Not again. Grimy. Ooh, I'm gonna kill you!
You got a +9. You're gonna be fine. Yeah.
I hate hot dogs, I hate hot dogs, I hate hot dogs, I hate hot dogs.
But yeah. So this Red Fang member is leaned up against a shipping container, and there's this faunus woman. She's got like a little dog tuft tail and ears. Is listening as he goes on. He's got a turtle shell. Yeah, so like I was saying, this thing's pretty cool. Like, I think a girl like you could roll with us. It's pretty cool. Yeah, we got a lot of shows, or recruitments. I don't know what we call these things. big guy came into town, so I guess we're having like a meeting. It's pretty cool, yeah. Ah, man. Man, why do they make these things so big? He bangs the shipping container. I was like, it almost falls down because he bangs it really hard.
Good pickup line.
Caught off guard. Oh, man. You could put a lot of bodies in these, yeah. And the girl kind of twitches her ears a little bit and kind of goes, yeah. No, wanders off this way. And the guy fucking turns around, faces in, bangs his fist against it, and leans his head up against it. We have a lot of bodies in here. Come on, man, what the fuck are you saying? I freak anyone out. Fuck! Oh, man, you didn't fucking hear that, did you? Says to you and Jose.
I must say, friend, I have not seen someone crash and burn so spectacularly.
Yeah, that was pretty shit, Shell. The faunus fuck near Felix says. He's like, oh man, I don't know, I get nervous. What am I supposed to say? Plus it feels kind of weird, you know? It's like, I'm here in like the job and trying to be like a stand-up representative of things, but I'm also trying to like score. It feels like manipulative, I don't know. I think you're overthinking it, man. I mean, right? We're all here for the, what'd you say this was? You know, it's like a rally or something. Yeah, I don't know. Some guys from, management would be like putting it in like on the clock terms. You know what I'm saying, man? He like bumps his shoulder. Man, I fucking hate working here. But like, yeah, top brass coming down. It's pretty cool. Don't know what they got to say about this sort of thing, but all I'm saying is I'm seeing a lot of friendly faces. He says as he looks over towards the faunus fog nearby you, Felix, who just kind of looks at him, rolls her eyes, and steps up closer to her pal, who seems to be wearing the same sort of colored clothes as her. All right, yeah, man. Oh, man, those breeds. They really, really mean, man. I got robbed by one of those kids growing up, you know.
Ah, that's so.
Yeah, you know, I was coming back, you know, from a nice day, had some bread and stuff from a bakery nearby. Yeah, they rocked this hood back then and stuff, man. Like, it was their territory. They stuck me up. It was pretty, like, scary. I did the, you know, good old thing like Mama told me, shelled up. They didn't hurt me, you know. But, yeah, I kind of lost my bread.
What a sorrowful tale.
Yeah, so they're like a gang? Oh, yeah, the breeds, yeah. A lot of them are here. You could probably see different little color groups and stuff like that. That's a good thing. You're not from around here or something, man? Come on, it's the breeds. They've been around since, like, the 60s, I think? He shrugs. As he's like, yeah, not my, neighborhood, exactly. Man, shit, it ain't anybody's neighborhood with all this gentrification and stuff going through, is it? Felix, but the Glen wasn't was the Glen even a city back then? That's like a while ago.
Yes, I feel so kind of just give him like a small shrug, like, oof.
Yeah. Well, you guys know how it is, and, the turtle faunus is going to start prattling on more about some of the local gangs here. So you've learned that there's a bunch of gang members here. Also, besides normal faunus. Now you just have to sit through him. How's Clara doing? Where's she going?
I'm going to the other side.
I know.
Probably like here, because it gives
Also,
her.
I'm very offended. How dare you?
Well, it's mostly when he fucking like.
Uh-huh.
It's mostly when he said fucking like the second part of it, asking him like, I don't know, something about it gave me a very big like Roman vibe to it.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to ask you to do a wit roll, please.
Oh wait.
Yeah.
Alright.
All right. You around here would have enough time to not be the one to fall for this, but this wannabe dragon faunus, you kind of saw him earlier coming with you, intentionally like bumps into you. If you had been a little less focused, you would have thought it was your fault. And he drops his drink and spills on the ground. And he throws up his hands and goes, "Hey, what's the problem, man? You're gonna pay for that, right? Dude, that cost me like 20.
And of course, it's gonna pause for a moment, and
He's got horns and like weird wibbly whiskers. You think he could be a catfish with taped on horns?
listen, buddy. I've seen that trick one too many times to fall for it.
Hey, I don't want to start nothing, but you saw that, right? He grabs the Cheeto faunus nearby him, and she kind of like shrugs. Come on, we all brothers and stuff in here, right? He looks around at the other faunus who stare at him like he's an alien. Fuck.
Why don't you stop
You gotta
embarrassing?
pay for it like a bit.
Why don't you stop embarrassing yourself, man?
Well, am I gonna lick this off the ground? Come on, man.
Claire will just shake her head a bit.
This is bullshit. Fuck you, asshole. Fucking turncoat, bitch.
She'll attempt to walk away from this guy.
Yeah, walk away, bitch. Fucking hussy cunt. Bitch. Fucking ice cream. Fuck. He kicks the drink and hits someone else, and they kind of run over and go to like grab him as two people pull them apart, and a couple of the soldiers look over at a fight that's starting. Red Fang punk on the lift is honking it right now.
I'm sorry, I thought you were about to say he's gonna go stop the fight with his forklift.
No, he's honking it. He's
Beep, beep.
Alright. Yeah. Give me a chance roll.
Fuck two? Jesus.
Hey, man. It's where you walk. Minefields.
I'm just imagining like on the gym where you just have some like red squares.
You know, I might. Territory zones. Yeah, okay. The mink faunus, you notice, is staring you down and has been trailing you since you've been getting closer here. And you manage to kind of stop yourself from kind of tripping into someone because you don't see that there's a larger group of faunus up ahead of you, which you recognize. They haven't really looked at you yet, but you're getting pretty close. You recognize, obviously, they're a bunch of members of the White Stripes.
Ah, shit.
And you kind of realize that you've paused because obviously you wouldn't want to walk in there. You might run into like Yusuf or someone you don't know. You realize the fact that you've frozen and you still feel the mink is like staring at you pretty intently. And you realize like, oh shit. I'm stuck in a hard place here because kind of froze up. You know, unless you would like to just keep charging forward, but I assume Clara wouldn't want to.
No, I don't want to cause a scene.
Yeah. You don't want to walk into the White Stripes and maybe bang into your boy.
Yeah, it's also funny because I legitimately just didn't read their name tags.
Oh, based. Damn, thanks for making this work out even better, Blake. Shit.
Now you said that and I was like, oh fuck, why the fuck did I not read that?
I thought you were just asking for trouble.
No,
shit.
I legitimately didn't read that. I was just like, yeah, faunuses.
Very based.
Ah, god damn it. Oh, probably noticed him looking at me, so I'm not gonna look at him. Suppose backing up would also be very suspicious.
Oh yeah.
So I suppose I'll just kind of just try and relax myself, get a view of the stage, and hope that I can wait to see what happens without causing any more like attention.
Just vibe over here.
Well, yeah, it's like I can't go forward, but if I go back, that's also suspicious. So
that's correct.
Just try and vibe. Maybe like look at, not look at my scroll, but like mind my own business.
Yeah, that's good. So
I'm not gonna look at my scroll because like, is she fucking like messaging someone?
Nork, photos, journo, killer.
Yeah. Well, there are a lot of. I wouldn't be surprised if some of those crazy fucking journalists are also here.
That might be a joke you haven't stumbled on yet.
Like one
You mean well disguised, poorly disguised, and obvious paparazzi? My favorite comedy trio.
Yeah,
I keep falling back on because I don't think their joke can do anything else, so it's the same one every time.
I would not be surprised if, like with the alley and with my first encounter with Hancock, I also find them in the funnest fucking gang hideout. Well, one of them was like an
undercover for the paparazzi, but they might be curious if they can, do more than just that.
One of them was also just like an undercover cop.
Yes, the agent.
So I'm sure this would also be in his like purview. Well, maybe not him, because he was kind of bad at it.
Yeah. Well, I guess I can just, because you've brought them up, I can say the joke now. They're in this shipping crate with a peephole in it.
I wish it was the one up where Felix is in. He just like hears a weird noise when he leans against the crate.
Yeah. I was considering it. But I'm like, nah, I don't want to ruin the joke. Yeah. That'd be cheating. That'd be a quantum ogre.
Because you'd think that... You knew I'd make a fucking...
You make a hog face?
A wire joke.
Yeah.
I didn't know there was girls in there!
So, Clara's stuck on the spot. Felix and Jose are kind of stuck because their turtle friend keeps talking to them. He doesn't seem rude. He's happy and running out, but he's not saying much interesting. I mean, he'll identify the gangs. There's the... sorry, Blake, you want to say something while I look for this?
No. Yeah, if you're looking for it. I was just going to say, in this environment, Clara's not, like, nervous that, like, oh shit, like, we're going to find out and, like, fucking killed. She's not nervous in those kind of ways. She's mostly just like, I don't want to, like, fuck this up and blow, like, our opportunity to learn something.
Clara has no fear of death. Good to know.
Well,
being obtuse again, Noah.
I'm just translating it to a different... I'm just saying the other implication.
I'm just twisting your words.
I'm reading the implication. I'm asking. I'm clarifying. He's like, yeah, I don't care about pain. I'm like, yeah, I hate it. I hate you. Thank you.
Noah slams you up against the wall. All right, Ben, enough.
You've got to this time.
Your life ends.
Well,
in 5 minutes, your life ends.
It's mostly in the sense that she's one, aware that being like weirdly nervous would only make it worse, and two, it's like but
does she have the competency to keep herself chill?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Wow, win every challenge you have, Clara. Okay.
Shut the fuck up.
Wow, she's incredible. She's a super spy.
Fucking holy shit, kill yourself.
Dude, I drank something good today. I'm feeling great.
Maybe I should drink that fucking monster.
Yeah, you should have.
No, don't get into monsters, bro. They will make you less sleepy.
I bought one fucking yesterday.
Oh no,
well,
don't drink it.
I didn't drink it. I was just like, okay, work's over. If I get tired before I finish my One Piece session, I'll drink this. I didn't need it, so I still have it.
Yeah.
I don't plan on drinking it because I don't want to kill myself.
As the Turtle Faunus said, those two were from Brood. He points out a couple members from the Copperheads, the Cuckoos, the Bacalala, the Empiade. There seems to... He keeps going, and...
yes, folks, have the session prep went into thinking of names for gangs.
There's the Westies.
Only 5 minutes to think of this joke. Gesundheit.
Blood-based. I like how it's 5 minutes.
just impressive enough, but not too impressive.
Yeah, exactly. So as you all are kind of pinned down in your current locales, there's going to be some sound as one of the Red Fang guys had gone on stage to mess with a microphone. And there's going to be an ear-piercing. And everyone looks over, some much more worse because they have animal-enhanced senses. And he kind of taps it a few times and goes, yeah, sorry about that, guys. We're here to get started. Gives a little finger gun off to the side. And the huge Red Fang bull is going to start walking towards the stage. Now that you see this guy walking, he's like 10 feet tall. Like, he's not like a truck, like in, these are a threat area. But this guy's huge, like comedically so almost. Like, Viridian's put to shame. He seems to be wearing, besides the mask, he's not wearing like the armored set of clothes or anything most of the other soldiers are wearing. He has like a suit on, like a sort of like grayish, like silvery suit. A little red tie he's got done up right. The slacks and everything. He looks more like a professional executive than any other of the Red Fang members, but he has rolled up on his sleeves to like his elbows. You see long running like tribal style tattoos running down the forearms and everything. And he looks fucking ripped. Obviously, it comes with the size. It's impressive, but even if he was, a regular sized guy, impressive muscle structure and everything. And of course, he's a bull, so he has these two big horns coming out the side and this sort of like blondish gray, not blondish gray, like blondish tawny hair and little bull ears. And he's going to step on the stage with kind of like wobbles for a second as he gets on, double checks it. And he's going to, as he gets on stage, slowly take off his mask and adjust his tie. As he has a pretty nice face. He looks nice. He doesn't look too threatening or anything. Well-shaven, well-kept man with a nice big smile as he leans down to the smaller microphone and palms it a bit. Well, hello, everybody. Glad we could all make it tonight. A lot of the talking dies down now, and you see a couple of the soldiers kind of nod over to him and kind of take up their posts a bit as he scans the crowd. I'm seeing a few new faces, I'd say, but I'm mostly not seeing too many considering the policy. Thank y'all for indulging us. We don't want to make no trouble for no one who's not involved, and us in the Fang, well, we like to think that we're all part of something bigger. Don't need to worry about who we are if we don't want to. After all, to them, no matter we got horns, tails, scales, or whatever, somehow we all end up looking the same. As you kind of hear a few wry laughs and all like, yeah, fuck them! From the crowd. And he holds up a hand. Now, y'all real nice for making it out here. Because we're out here looking for a few more friendly faces ourselves. Y'all might be having a bit of a rough time, I heard, in the city. Heard about this place called the City of Sin? Well, I can see it here right and clear. Old place I'd like to be in would be a little bit nicer, but I guess we can thank the locals for letting us in through the back door. I always did say we can get away with a lot more than they'd think. After all, I don't see no one busting us here, do y'all? He kind of does a little survey thing and smirks a little bit. There's a couple more people kind of nervously give a little laugh. And he's like, throws up a hand and then slams the little podium he has. And it almost like falls over. Well, back to the important business. Y'all are here willing to risk your lives and reputation with an oh-so irreparable terrorist organization such as ours. Well, I want to present to you the fact that you might have been letting on to already, is that we ain't nothing but a bunch of faunus who want to stand up for what's a bit more right than we've been handled in these places. I'm talking the sort of reputation given to a no-good murderer thrust upon us all real nice and silly-like, just because we aren't exactly happy with being treated like more than second class, no, less than second class, below the barrel scrap in this here society. And you're not gonna find much better across all the remnants. Only place that gets better is Vacuo, and, well, just like anywhere in Vacuo, nobody cares for you, but nobody cares about you. It's a real nice place to get on if you don't mind dying without a trace, if you hear me. As long as you don't mind the weather. I'm a fan myself. I prefer beaches. He kind of scans the crowd a little bit as people are mostly quiet, following along, and he grins again. Y'all got any place you'd like to live? You ever think to yourself, Boy, howdy, I'd like a nice change of scenery. Start getting a little whimsical about that. Think in your heads what kind of lives you'd like for yourself. Picture a nice house, wherever you'd want it to be, made by yourself and left to yourself. But that ain't the kind of world we're allowed to live in. Now, no, sir. Anyone could find anywhere they'd like to live so long as they ain't a faunus. Us, though, we gotta go where they tell us to. Even when we put our lives on the line, fighting wars for them, all we get's a nice little piece of land that we can be corralled off into. You know, like farmers herd cattle. That's what we call menagerie, folks. We call it a pen. A nice, sandy, shitty old pen filled with grim and a lot of bones of the old prisoners they used to keep there. A regular old slave pit. Oh, well, if that's our new land, I'll say great. I'd rather die anywhere else than live off my life in the cage of a little victory prize given to some old folks who fought for themselves and got nothing in return, but half the recognition they deserve. I tell you, you look back to the Great War and you've seen a number of us, faunus, fight for the lives of our nations. Vale, the king himself, came down from his throne to promise us the rights we have always been deserved if we was willing to bleed and fight for this country. For Sanus, not just the kingdom, for the whole continent. Vacuo and Vale, them sandy-ass Verations and the crusty-ass Vale's nobles, they came hand in hand together. It was a heartwarming sight. And they said, you know what? We got room for the faunus here, too. Except after the war, when they all rode off into the sunset, two greater powers in the world, they kicked us to the curb. Funny that. You know what they say about the old faunus man, he always gets tricked. I didn't like that story much till I realized it was always just true. There's more and more murmuring in the crowd as Kursada continues to prattle on a bit more. So I tell you, where does that leave us? We inherit a lot of nothing, but we come with a lot of burdens. A society that doesn't let us get anywhere, only serfs and slaves. Nowhere better for a faunus and Sanus. You can either die by yourself or live under a boot. And I tell you, it's no better across the ocean. Honestly, we'd be better off finding someplace no one's known before, but you know what that would be? Running. Leaving what should be ours. Now, there's a real special thing about being born. Makes you look at the ground you stepped on the first time and go, this is mine. And when someone tells you you don't got the right to think that, it doesn't sit right with you, and it shouldn't. But y'all don't need to hear this from me. Y'all been living it, haven't you? Well, let me give you a better alternative. The Fang, the red one, here. A true organization set on doing something a little different. Now, even our soft-footed cousins in the White Fang, who, might I say, as a chorus of boos already starts from the crowd. Yes, well, come on now, y'all can't pick your family, but I suppose I would agree that they might be a bit soft in the heart and not really there in the head too much either, but even those fellas don't get along well in here. I heard they started rounding them up back in Vale. No, I'm serious, a couple people start crying out booing. They starting to do it too. Just as bad as us, the Red Fang. Well, if they think the White Fang's bad, then hoo-wee, we're the biggest boogeyman they ever seen, and they ain't got a chance against us. But what I'm saying is, here, we're not asking you to put up with anything anymore. We're asking you if you'd like to finally get what you deserve. The old rulers of Vale ain't always been, human folks. Check a crack a history book if you allowed it. Take a little look at the pages where there's a little less detail down south. Our chief here, the man in charge, the Big Papa himself. Kursada kind of gestures back towards the behind him where they roll down a little, they've had hung up a screen. As one of the Red Fang guys on the side clicks it on. And pictured in it is like a headshot of this, let me see if I have a reference photo for you. Yeah. It's a man in, it's from like the shoulders up. I'm just going to put it over them. From the shoulders up. He's got like a leather jacket sort of thing on, a tied couple necklaces with some gold and some teeth. Not like normal teeth, but like, you know, beast teeth and things like that. He's got like sharp fangs, little like shaggy red cut, like sharp beard with little indents on the chin and stuff. Red wild hair and like dark, beady, like red eyes. Oh, this here man is my boss, Claudius Scaramouche, the operator and chief of the Red Fang here in Vale. And he's the one solution we've got to dealing with the problem in Sanus the old-fashioned way. Y'all see, you might think our organization's about pussyfooting in the shadows. Well, that's only because we don't want y'all's folks' lives to be disrupted before you get a chance to fight for us. The king in the south, the wild king himself. Now that man comes from a real line of kings, the faunus kings. Y'all ever heard of a Lagoose? As a couple of people in the crowd kind of start like murmuring and booing. He goes, hold your tongue, y'all don't even know what that word means. Back in the old days, they didn't call us no Lagoose because they thought they was better than us. The Lagoose terrified these little humans. Monsters of the shadow. Walking Grim, they used to call us. I've seen a couple Grim that can walk myself, but I guess they thought it was fanciful. The Lagoose are ancestors, the kings of the wild, the beast men who would rule the lands that they stepped on. Every footprint was a part of their kingdom they led, and the humans feared them more than the Grim. Back in time memoriam, before the Dark Ages, before they started to cover up the history of what happened to these lands. That man, Scaramouche, Lord Commander of the Wilds, is your true king. A man who doesn't want to rule you. A man who wants to lead you back to what we once were. Brothers and sisters, can you feel that beating in your heart? The cry of war, the blood in your eyes as you like to tear up your oppressors? Well, then I think you'd know what y'all need to be doing. And it doesn't have to do with shackling yourselves to their society and working as their servants in the workforce or wherever. You get paid a pittance of what they'd give to a human and you thank them for it. Doesn't it make you sick? 'Cause it sure makes me sick. Now, y'all probably sick of hearing an out-of-towner a little bit too much, so I figured we'd get a couple friends from the crust here, from under the crust here, to, you know, give their opinion. And, well, let's just say I found myself a couple new friends. So let me be the first as a lieutenant to welcome our new member to the Fang and give him the spot to speak a few words, because I think if y'all are either from here or perhaps from one such hill, y'all would be real interested in getting a perspective. As the white stripes kind of move apart and a couple of people start shouting, your familiar figure starts making his way to the stage. As Yusuf, in his full attire, looking particularly styled today, walks onto stage towards the massive bull faunus, as a few people shout out, especially the white stripes near Clara, let out deafening hoots and hollers. As Kursada is going to smile, put a hand on his shoulder, and shake with the other one, and hand him the microphone, and take a step to the side. Well, looks like he really fired the whole place up, yeah? As he kind of stands forward and straightens himself, and kind of pauses, almost looking like he's not sure what to say. Kind of licking his lips for a second. And if you guys have anything you'd like to say about how your characters are feeling, you can do it now in between the two speeches. And if you don't, it's fine. I can keep going.
Okay.
Huh? Yeah, I don't know. Let's keep going, I guess.
Face? Blake?
Blair doesn't like how you mentioned, like, hey, you think we just, like, stick in the shadows? That's not gonna happen for long. That's that.
For reference, Mr. Turtle is again real into it. Nearby, he's loud. He's hard to hear out that ear. Jose looks particularly anxious as he's kind of like you can see his foot closest to Felix is tapping it a lot, and it's hard to see his expression under the mask with the hoodie, but he's kind of leaned his face down more and more as he's hearing this. And Yusuf kind of crews a little bit as he looks around the crowd, and he sighs. You know, a little street punk like me would never expect that sort of welcoming from a nice, well-to-do fella, but I suppose that's the sort of civility we receive when we're amongst ourselves. Ain't that something particular? Now, I know some of yous probably don't know me too well, but some of you definitely do. Let me tell you, I ain't a local. I'll admit it myself. Mr. Casado over here is real nice to say I am, but I know I'm still a bit out of place here. No, you don't have to tell me, he says, waving towards the crowd. A couple people whistle or, yell out. No. Let me say this. I am just a little kid down the ways from a little place called Bunker Hill. Yes, that's right. A couple of people start booing in the crowd. Yes, sirree. Now, y'alls are only gonna know it from that sort of place that was massacred. And you would be right. That's all it is to us now. He kind of starts pacing back and forth on stage, kind of doing that, walk around, appealing to the crowd thing. The Bunker Hill used to be a real nice neighborhood. That's what I always said to myself. Growing up there, I didn't have much, but I had my friends, my brothers and sisters. He gestured towards some of the gang members. And a real nice bunch of older folks and all that. And we had a nice neighborhood. Wasn't as nice as the other side of town, but you know what? It was peaceful. We got on real nice. No one really went hungry. And we sat nice and cushy in a place where we didn't have to deal with the grim breaking our walls down every day. It was, dare I say, a paradise for a little shit kicker like me. But, unfortunately, rose-tinted glasses only work when you have them on. And the more and more you realize it, once you've seen everything teared down, is you can see what's behind the nice little curtains and the nice little wall plastering and all that stuff that construction workers use. You can see that the bones of what we're living in ain't nothing but another little cage. That's right, Mr. Quesada had it pretty good. I guess we really were cattle. We had a nice pen, food to feed us. Oh, we were nice and docile. That was good. They kept it like that. All those smiles, those hellos, meeting you in the eye. They never were looking at us like people. They were looking at us like nice, happy, fat cattle. They were happy we weren't making problems for them. And the minute we made a little bit too much of a problem, well, I mean, why do you need to keep a batch of cattle around? You end up killing them in the end, don't you? Now, I ain't saying they selling us on the market, but they might as well have been. All I know, they might have. There's a lot of sick things humans do they don't want you to know about. The things I've seen, you wouldn't believe it. Let me tell you that. I've seen some pretty nasty stuff. So you know what? The bunker massacred because a couple of us got in our heads that we was gonna be something greater than that. Something better than street kids. A kid like me, I didn't know why they was making trouble. I thought we had it real nice there. But the more I'd seen the world, the more I starts to understand it. And I look around and realize something. A kid like me, some street thug off the side of the place, has come to a much clearer understanding than a lot of you old fogies. I mean, please. A couple of the people in the crowd kind of boo me. He goes, oh, shut up! How many of you have been docile your whole life? Yeah, they tell you not to kick and scream. They tell you not to make trouble for yourselves because they know it's unfair to you. So you're just supposed to keep your head down and be safe here. Well, maybe that's the only reason nothing's changed. You look at history and you see how bad we've got it. And we've never been able to unify? Why? Because they making sure we don't. When was the last time you heard of a faunus kingdom? One they didn't give you. A suburb that wasn't directed there. If you start to think how these city planners work, and the Pope,
and the constables and all that, they always shoving us in one district. Funny how that works. Same thing works here on a larger scale. Redwall's one nice, big, packed town. Don't see too many faunus in the other ones. It's because it's the only place where we get to be ourselves. And they're even trying to take that away. I tells you, I seen it myself. Soldiers, hired mercenaries, things like that, moving in on the territory. Don't tell me it's not true. You seen it. He's pointing around the crowd. And you hear a couple of shouts like, yeah, I seen it. They're coming down in there. That's right. They coming down in there. Because even one little speck of a city, a little township with a chance at doing something by itself is going to get snuffed out by this city. The Crest, where they got a nice urbanized district where they can shove us in cinder blocks. It's real useful. You know why? Factories. A lot better to have us a lot closer to where they want us to work, and you better believe that's the only job you're getting, because none of us can own our own properties here without being servants to someone. How does that make sense? Can you believe that this is the better option? That we had it worse before? I don't even know what it's like, but I know some of you must be old enough to know that, and you're smart enough to show up here because you're seeing that your children and your kids' kids ain't getting anything better. The minute they get a chance, we're gonna lose what we have now, and it ain't great. So, you know what? I've seen what a lot of the migrants from the hill look like. And I've seen a lot of what these migrants coming up from Vacuo look like. They've got broken hearts through their eyes, souls that have been stepped on. And you know what? It pisses me off. I hate them more sometimes than the oppressors because they don't even have it in themselves to be angry for what's been handed to them, what's been forced upon them. What would be so wrong with going down fighting compared to living your life suffering like this? Don't you have any respect for yourselves? Let me tell you, if a kid like me can know what's wrong with this world and do something about it, what's your excuse, huh? I always thought the Red Fang was serious stuff I couldn't match up to. A street kid wouldn't want to get up in that business. But you know what? I want to change my neighborhood. I want to take back the hill. I want to live in the place where I was born, a place where I should have been as free as any other person. I should have been a person. But to them, we ain't. So until that changes, why should we not be fighting? And you hear me? And, as he's been talking, the deafening roar of, like, crowd boos or, like, yells or, like, hollering of, like, you know, just kind of like, yeah, that is ridiculous. It's more so turning into, like, cheers and some, like, roaring, raucous agreement as you see Yusuf, like, almost, like, glowing in the light of the spotlights and everything. And you feel, like, the anger and resentment and, like, is turning more and more into, like, frenzied, like, agreement and everything, as everyone's getting into the sway, feeding off of his, sort of bearing his emotional, frustrations and everything. And he's gonna point over at Quesada. Mr. Quesada, get up here and give me that armband! I'm not just a white stripe. I don't care about leadership, having my own little posse or whatever. To me, we're all brothers now, after all, and we gotta look out for each other. We can squabble and bicker later. For now, it's us versus them. And if you ain't with us, then you ain't with them either. So good luck drowning out there. We'll be fighting for something worth it. We'll be fighting for a place in our world. As the soldiers and a lot of the crowd cheer with him, as Quesada smiles down to him and gives him a nod and hands him an armband that he helps put onto him and fasten to him. And Yusuf turns to the crowd, kind of slicks his hair back up more and presents the armband and beats his chest. The Fang ain't gonna break, especially with all of us. You wanna do something? You get up now and you fucking do it! As he throws the microphone back to Quesada and lets out a cheer. And he ripples with his aura as the people are thrown into a frenzy of applause and cheering and chanting for the Red Fang. Now, which one of you punks, he shouts over into the microphone Quesada's heard, is gonna get up here and do the same thing I'm doing? I see quite a few of you. Terry, he says towards some of the members of the 19th Street gang. You're kind of like chuckle a little bit and start muscling their way up. And as Yusuf and Quesada step down, more of the other
members of some of the gangs are going to get up and kind of give pump-up speeches like Yusuf had. But obviously, I don't actually have 19 speeches prepared, so that's what's happening in the background as the crowd is cheering and, getting more and more energized. This will provide a chance for both of you to not seemingly be noticed by your previous occupiers of time, if you would like to try and move through the crowd anywhere. But, how you guys feeling? What's your plan? You're in the middle of a rally. People are rallying up close to start moving towards some of the Fang soldiers who are giving them armbands and masks.
Damn, they getting double down on the mask, or are they getting the full mask?
They're getting the full mask, like the combat ones.
Oh, sweet.
You know what I'm
That's
thinking?
free armor.
I think I've seen enough.
That's +1.
It's
Where's the
+1
plate
to
mail?
win. Where's the plate mail? Say it with me. Where's the plate mail?
They're keeping plate mail under the floorboard.
Yusuf pushes the guy down. Wait. I got one more thing to say. Brooklyn Rage, and everyone starts clapping. Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. So
Thank
not
you for your
Astrofer.
fucking waterlogged joke.
Damn, this joke has an expiration date that's evaporated.
Yo, this joke smells more than me. Am I right?
Am I right, folks? And I'm a skunk.
All right, cut out the.
Cut the mic! Cut the mic!
Cut the mic! Cut the mic!
Fucker Hill, cut the mic.
You fucking look. Cut the mic!
Fucking look at this. Take
Okay,
it.
Felix will look over at Jose and just he'll try to. I assume the Red Fang soldier's kind of like paying more attention to the.
Yeah,
the
he's
speech
gone to
being
help
said.
handing out some armbands.
Okay.
So he's like gripping his other arm and still looking down a little bit.
Felix will kind of like
It's a
nudge him
big-
and be like, "I think it is time that we leave."
Yeah. It's like, he takes one look back up at stage as there's still the big, Che Guevara headshot of Mr. Scaramouche, the king of the wild, behind them, all, populous blow-up size, lights on it, as people are roaring, as another member of a gang is giving a speech.
All right.
You guys can start making your way towards the exit.
Yeah. Felix will also, while he's walking, he will send a message to Clara to just say, "Get out now," just in case. He just wants to make sure.
Yeah.
I assume he can't see Clara specifically through the crowd just yet.
No, definitely not.
Clara already got the strong feeling of, hey, let's probably
That's good.
bounce.
Thank fucking God.
You want a chance roll me, Blake?
Give me a second.
Don't fuck this up for us, bro.
I mean, you guys can do combat.
Die?
Let me see if let's see if this poggy roll means we get to play the rest of the session or not.
That's fucked up.
Oh yeah, you can get out of there. You almost bump into Red Fang Punk, who hopped down and kind of rolled back as he's handing out armbands, but you can make it out. There doesn't seem to be anyone else going towards the exit, really. As this Red Fang soldier here, as you guys are kind of crowding up, is gonna ask from under her mask, "What? Not your kind of show?"
We are still not decided yet.
Oh, yeah. Not decided. Yeah, I was gonna wonder when you guys were gonna bounce, Fern says as she pops her mask off.
Felix will just.
She's in a completely innocuous outfit. It's not like her usual ones. It's not
Okay.
like, "Oh my god, how are you retarded?" It's like, "Oh shit," and you blink. She pulls her hood down. She didn't even have her ears out. And she kind of smiles.
I see.
Yeah.
Once again, you've caught us in a interesting position.
Hey, if you're not gonna cause a problem, we don't got one. Just wanted to double check.
Of course. You will not have a problem from us.
Hey, that's real good because, I don't want there to be a problem here. Things get really heated and, well, I mean, you guys are local vigilantes, right? You wouldn't want these guys in the crowd to get caught up in something, right? She kind of says as she kind of toe walks a bit forward towards you guys, swaying her tail. arms behind her back. She kind of leans forward.
What are you playing at?
I'm just saying, make sure you get out of here real quiet. And, well, I mean, your friend outside, that bird thing and everything. I just don't want you guys snooping more because, well, take a look at them as people are cheering as the speeches keep going and grabbing masks and doing like shouts in front of each other, beating their chest like Yusuf did, the Red Fang, like a pride thing. Listen, they're as thought as a bowstring right now. If they even thought you told any of the constables or something like this, I don't think half the people here would even have the sense to realize that they probably could just get out of here for today. This is like a powder keg. And I just want to make sure we all understand that doing anything rash would be real bad.
That's probably the last thing we're looking to do.
Great! She claps her hands together a little bit and gives you like a happy smile. Because, seriously, we're not looking to cause trouble here after all. I mean, look, we even sequestered ourselves here. You don't mind, do you, Mr. Irons? As soon as it kind of freezes up a little bit. I mean, you do get where we're coming from. Out of anyone, I think you would, right? She tilts her head and smiles a little bit towards him as Jose kind of chokes up a little bit. Well, so long as we don't have a problem. Yeah, basically. And that's all good. Thanks for your blessing on this. I didn't, Oh, come on, Mr. Irons. You heard him. There's only them and us, really. If you're by yourself, well, it seems kinda lonely, don't you think? But I guess you're the Prince of Two Worlds here. Well, you guys can pick your side and we'll have ours. And let's just hope everyone agrees that everyone deserves the same rights at the end of the day, yeah?
Of course. We'll be leaving now.
Right. Have fun. Don't worry. I'm told no one to be too suspicious of anyone leaving. Doesn't do good to be chasing members out. That's just... well, that's insane. Toodles. Oh, and did you guys do anything about that guy who got lost in the woods? I mean... now that I thought about it, I probably should have told the constables or someone about that. Can you do it for me?
Yeah.
Tell them South End. That's where I saw him last time. She waves. And goes back to her post. Slips the mask back on.
Yes, we can
Let's
leave.
get out of here.
Alright. You guys can get out of the fun speech house. How you guys feeling?
Awful. I hate mongering. Ugh.
Okay, so Vernon's still not, like, fully right? Not yet. Not until they wrap the governor involved. Then he's just right. But
Should
for
have
now...
had a toothpick. Fuck. She wouldn't recognize me with the toothpick.
Yeah, it's a bit serious. Probably something, you know.
But I mean, I kind of got a point.
Again,
A very complicated issue all around.
yeah, maybe there's some tactics involved with recruiting the guy that just makes people mad.
Hey, you guys didn't get mad. You didn't feel the semblance on you.
That's true. I think that was just a genuine speech. I mean, it's not hard to go, hey, you live here in the city, right? Yeah. Well, have you experienced someone, like, kind of be an asshole to you at, like, the very least? Well, yeah, probably. He's like, well, yeah, let me pick at that.
Yeah.
Either way, Clara, the most concerning thing to Clara was, Boots isn't part of this. Come on, it's fucking every faunus a part of this, Felix. And
Yes.
the second part was easily like the vibe and pretty direct wording of like, hey, we're not gonna just like skulk around forever, wink.
SMH, humans be like, I heard that you guys want rights. That's not okay. SMH.
Listen, Claire's the activist, but
I'm sorry, cis woman.
alright, no, I'm not allowed to support them.
Clara,
Claro.
your privilege is showing here.
Yeah.
Listen,
Can't believe we even let you see all that. That was a
Cla-
trade faunus secret.
Yeah, Clara. Felix feels contemplative. The human leaves feels threatened. This really makes me think.
Says a lot about your society, huh? Oh man, I mean, I guess I will say that Felix is like, God, so he's getting a little tired of the Red Fang.
I hate you, uppity. Look.
God, I fucking hate how you just do this. You get a bunch of people together to become a terrorist cell. Stop!
I hate these uppity lagoon. Cut his mic! Cut his mic!
Cut his mic, cut his mic.
You guys make it out onto the street. Jose takes his mask off and looks at it in his hand. For a while, as a car drives by, illuminating you all for a second.
Jose, are you alright?
No. No, not really. What am I supposed to say? I feel great after that.
I don't know.
No.
I don't think we could tell you what to say after that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Listen, I guess we don't have to do much more scoping out, right?
Yeah, I think we got a pretty good view of at least what they were doing.
Yeah. I guess I'm gonna, split.
You sure?
Not much else to do, is there?
Suppose that's fair.
I need to think about some stuff.
Alright, well, we'll see you a bit later.
Yeah, I'll, you guys need me to not tell anyone about this, or?
I think we can leave that up to, all of us. We can, make our choice.
Yeah, you got it, okay.
Do whatever you feel you want to do.
Yeah. Later. I'm gonna quickly walk up, pulling his hoodie back up.
Man,
As the stranger walks her down a strange city.
what you said really got to him, huh?
I think it was more than just that woman. I swear. I'm sorry, I'm just a bit tired of... well... the Red Fang continues to be a thorn in our side, just a little bit.
Yeah, something tells me the ones here aren't really being a thorn in our side specifically.
I suppose they're... I shouldn't have implied it was the same degree of annoyance.
Yeah, I think I'd be, this is a little different, a little more serious, and just boss causing some rough times on the street. We should probably at least get back to Viridian and Glen to tell them what happened.
No, I imagine he's still looking at us right now, wondering what we're saying.
Yeah, so let's cross the street back.
We will go over here. And jump up on the roof! And they're gone.
You guys obviously probably had some scroll messages, but I'm sure neither of you are retarded and kept those on silence.
Yeah, I specifically said I didn't take out my scroll.
Exactly. But I'm just affirming that's why you hadn't, checked or anything, yeah. So you guys, hop up. Oh man. Yeah, you guys dodged the combat encounter. Okay.
No, we didn't.
Oh, didn't fight him.
No, we didn't.
What do you mean? What are you saying, this man?
I don't know what he meant.
See, I mean, I'm shitposting a little, but I don't believe you. Keep going. It's alright.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
You think a GM can just make content and not show it to us? What the fuck? The railroad exists for a reason.
I thought
exactly.
I thought it was a giveaway if I used your health one, so I didn't. But I guess I should have to show Ben I meant it.
No, I think
it's easy to say now, I suppose. True.
True. Okay, anyway. Yeah, you guys can scramble up on the roof. One's got our binoculars, Rain's lean forward. And go, so, like, what happened in there? Because, someone threw a rock at my bird and then kept doing it. I think they noticed it was weird.
Yes.
Brian tried to fly it in a window. I tried to perch it on the window.
Yeah, Verdian, one of them noticed.
Oh, shucks.
Yeah.
Ugh.
It's, Felix will kind of...
Are you guys okay? Where's Jose? Why'd he walk off?
He wanted to get back as soon as possible so he could, you know, have some time alone.
Yeah, I guess. I probably would have said a few things to him. Seemed a little, out of sorts. Y'all gonna take your masks off, by the way? As cool as they look and all.
Oh, yeah.
Of course.
A lot of things happening there.
Well, it was almost loud enough for us to hear out here.
Yeah, halfway in, everyone got real excited.
What do you mean?
So,
how many people are in there? Viridian said a lot, and the bird got thrown down before I got a link on it.
the warehouse is pretty packed.
Yeah, I told you it was packed. Yeah, but your pack could mean a lot of things. You also were staring at that turtle guy. He looked funny.
And that was definitely a Red Fang rally.
What gave it away?
Well...
Hey, it could have been a White Fang rally. I had a point.
Probably the Red Fang lieutenant showing up.
I was sarcastic.
Like, show the boss at a Red Fang from around here. At least got a good picture of him. Yeah, the one that runs the operation for them here in Vale. They
got like a couple of them?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, Erza said that she really admired the one that ran things back in Atlas.
I think they're called branch leaders.
The Red Fang each have a leader in their respective branches, usually positioned in certain areas.
I guess it makes sense that y'all gotta know the local environment to really work in it. Huh. Funny, I guess I never heard of them too much or nothing growing up here. Red Fang are all spooky and all, but never really take too well to places.
Sorry,
people here know better than to let them in.
I have a question.
Sure.
It's been a while. I knew that I knew that the ones from Mistral were specifically punishing the Hawk. Did they mention he's the leader of the Red Fang here? In Shade? Or Vacuum, I mean.
Okay, well, first, it was like, you knew they were coming here to settle some business. Yeah, it was like in a, what's it called? Like a reactionary, business. And I mean, yeah, you live in Vacuo. You're pretty easy to know that the Hawk is the leader of the Red Fang, and Vacuo that he's high leader. Yeah. Or not high leader, but he's the branch leader. I'm pretty sure that's not, hard for you guys to know.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Viridian, remember the guy that appeared and broke everyone out of prison?
Oh, yeah! I kind of thought he just ran everything.
Seems like it'd be kind of hard, right?
I don't know, all this seems pretty tough, but people still do it, right?
Yeah, but I mean, you gotta. How would you even properly run things all the way in Mistral?
Brian shrugs. Back yo, Mistral, they're just a pop skipping away over the pond, ain't they?
Ah. I know his wings,
Sure.
but still take a while.
I mean, y'all can talk over them towers and stuff. We do not need to have a logistics conversation on why you didn't know something, Viridian. Alright, well, y'all making it seem a lot meaner, but yeah, I guess.
Claire will look towards Felix to continue.
Felix will just be shaking his head at this conversation and be like, oh, I suppose we should explain the speeches they've given.
Oh, man, we like miss speeches? I thought it was like a show or
Yes.
something. Damn, I'm lucky I didn't go in there. I'd be snoozing.
One from a oh shit, what was his name? I don't know. It's not Scaramouche. That's the other guy.
Yeah, Cursada.
Cursada. Okay. One from a faunus named Cursada. Gave an interesting speech.
How interesting could it have been?
Well, Viridian, for some reason I might think it may not resonate with you. But for many in there, I assume it did.
Yeah, y'all saying he's appealing to him and all that. Sure, alright. I mean, like, what kind of stuff did they say is what I mean.
Right, well... The... stuff like... well, that clearly faunus are not treated equally in the city. Which is fair to say.
Yeah. Yeah.
Inciting things from that.
Well, I mean, like, yeah. I don't like that punk we ran into and stuff, but it's pretty messed up. Y'all can't, like, own property and stuff like businesses. Always blame the, like, guilds for that more so than, like, the king or something, but the governor does seem real comfortable with employing y'all, so maybe he's, like, in on that too. I don't know. Or maybe he's employing a lot of faunus to actually give them work. Yeah, I mean, I guess you could look at it that way, sure. But Gwen, ain't that how your people think about faunus? Like they're farmers or something, like slaves? No, Viridian, not... Jeez, come on! I mean, I was kinda kidding, but y'all get what I'm saying. Aren't you guys just the same, then? No, it's different. It's a veilish minutian detail. You wouldn't... y'all need to be like a bit of... Y'all know how it is. When we go somewhere new, you need to pick up on things and all that. And use slowing the upkeep. He raises her voice and she looks like she's about to shout. I mean, like, you're good on the pre-keep, but it's like the immersion of things. Like, y'all can tell me a lot about Mount Glen, but, like, do you know what kind of people are in alleys from the book?
Please,
Yeah?
Can we not fight over who comes from a more racist environment?
Are we fighting?
Well, you were start.
You were being annoying.
You were working at it.
Oh. I just don't like nobody tarnishing the nice name of Vale. We got a pretty good place here. I mean, I ain't too partial to this place, but the rest of it's nice.
Well, if you didn't want to hear people doing that, good thing you didn't go in there.
Oh, you're damn right. I want to let them do that.
It was
Pissed off.
very good that you were not there.
What are they saying? Wait,
Well, if you would give me a moment.
I've given you a lot.
Well,
You keep
Thank you,
talking.
Viridian, once again.
They're talking about how faunus can only really be with them or alone. Never,
That don't make no sense.
yeah. I think it was kind of to draw a line in the sand and tell them that they'll never really be accepted around here.
Y'all sounds like there's a lot of marks in that place. Damn. Well,
They will
I
look
was looking
towards.
for info more than money, but if I was one of them actual dealers, I'd make a killing in there. Not because they faunus, because they stupid. And I ain't either. You know what I mean.
They will
Shit, I'm
look
putting my
towards.
foot in my mouth.
They will look towards
Glen, help me
Felix to
out.
get them on track.
I didn't mean it like that. I'm sorry.
Oh, Viridian,
Felix
it's
all
fine.
red, like embarrassed. Like, all right, as long as y'all know I didn't mean that. You got me. Y'all know me.
You got worked up. I understand, Viridian. Now,
And yeah. Okay, buddy. Gwen says, patting him on the arm.
okay.
And he looks
buddy.
at her. Go, shut up.
Well, after an impassioned speech, we got to hear the name of the branch leader here, which is Mr. Scaramouche. They had a giant picture of him, in fact.
That's a terrible name.
He referred to them as the king of the faunus.
That's a bold claim.
Quite the immaculate nickname.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I would have heard of that, like, from a lot of people if that was, like, a super true thing. So I'm gonna put a little, doubt in there, but, man, they should call him something cooler, like, shit, what can you work on Scaramouche? Oh, how about Scar? That sounds good.
He seemed to convince most of the people in there that was true.
Wait, so that guy wasn't there, actually? What, they just got, like, a picture of him?
Yeah.
Damn,
Seems
must
like
have been a good picture if it helped convince him.
that
I
was-
think they mean the speaker, Viridian. Oh, yeah, right.
yeah, it was one of the higher ups in the Red Fang. You
One of
know,
them lieutenants. Yeah, I got you. That Kershada fella.
yeah, and then he invited a new initiate to the stage to make a speech.
Yes, our old friend.
Jose? What?
Yusuf.
I was kidding. I
Felix
know.
will just.
I was kidding. Y'all getting old.
Now is not the time for jokes.
One of us needs to be. So, yeah, that punk signed up. I mean, that doesn't exactly surprise me. You're gonna be wowed to hear that, but... I mean, it's a bit of a jump, isn't it? These are like terrorists, Viridian. I don't know. They kind of seem the same to me. Ain't no terrorist sort of thing. The more I see them, they just seem like punks like anyone else, right? I mean, we dealt with them. Those guys weren't like... Oh, they did some pretty nasty stuff to Miss Hale, but that's the thing. They weren't no, like, rhyme and reason. They just seemed like thugs. I don't see drawing a line in the sand like that. Maybe it happens when there's a lot of them, you call them terrorists. I don't know.
We did fight them in a mine, Viridian, that they had taken over.
Yeah, well, that was, yeah. That was weird. That was that guy's, old land, I guess. Kinda sounds like he got the raw end of a deal. Didn't exactly go about it eloquently, though. Probably wouldn't want to go in there and, like, hold the place up like a bank.
I will.
Still feel a little bad for it, though.
I will say, well, getting everyone riled up. Lieutenant Kursada, he mentioned how, well, he thought something about everyone thinking the Red Fang just lurk in the shadows, skulk around. He said that wasn't going to be true for long.
I ain't thinking these guys are lurking. I mean, maybe here, but, like, we ran into them, like, it felt like every other week back at Vacuo. Wasn't that often. I mean, it was more times than one. That's way more than I ever experienced here. Y'all saying they're, like, mobilizing and get more, bold with their movements. I mean, that kind of strikes true, right? I mean, they got up in all that business in Vacuo and stuff, and even that seemed like a lot for them. I mean, yeah, there's a lot more news stories about Mistrali Red Fang cells. Maybe the whole organization's trying to hit a stride or something. What the hell would that look like in Vale? Y'all got your backward-ass country, and Vacuo's just a normal day to have a shootout. But, like, what, they gonna start tearing down houses or something in Vale? Nothing gonna go right for them. Yeah, they might get some people hurt, that ain't good, but, like, the army, the knights, anyone's gonna come down on them like, well, hellfire. That ain't gonna do nothing. The hell they thinking if they want to come out of the shadows? Y'all can't even be in with the White Fang here, I hear, anymore without being arrested.
And they did mention that.
Huh. Looks like I'm up on the news. That's good. Yeah, that's a thinker, ain't it?
I do hope that whatever they have planned isn't too destructive.
Shit, so y'all thinking they aren't... Y'all think they're involved with drug scene, or did we just accidentally into this one? Because I knew it would be something to do with the Red Fang. Shoot, I did all that work and I accidentally got us here?
I mean,
I'm sorry, y'all. Looks like I might have been off with my aim, but they might still be involved with this. I don't know.
I mean, to tell you, Viridian, there were more than just a couple different gangs in there, so I don't think it'd be that far off to think at least a few of them might have been involved in drugs.
Shit!
Yes, there are quite a many gangs there. I got the extensive list from a soldier.
Huh.
Seems they're all joining.
That's dangerous. Yeah, you don't say. Shit, that seems kind of counterproductive. I mean, they do a lot of business in their own neighborhoods and stuff. Feel like getting them, like, other faunus all doped up and stuff seems kind of counterproductive to, like, helping them. I don't know. Shakes his head a little bit. Maybe there's a bunch of fancy pants that go down there and buy stuff. How you manage, slinging that stuff in your, like, political movement? Seems a little sketchy to me.
We
don't know that they're directly connected still, Viridian. It could have been just what they did before. Yeah, I guess that's a profitable market to let go of, though. Y'all saying they convinced a bunch of gangs to join? I guess it fits if they really are just one big gang, but I didn't know if I was right about that. Just felt confident on it.
Well, I'd
Y'all
say
said that
you
guy had a
weren't
suit
far
though,
off.
right? That doesn't fit. In a gang, they should have, like, I don't know, something cooler than that.
Felix will just kind of look at him and be like, I think the mask is a defining feature.
Yeah, I guess the mask thing works. Y'all know why it's up with that? Is it really just like an identity thing? Because I feel like there's more features, especially faunus have, that would not really be hidden by these things. He says, playing like what if one of the masks you guys had.
I don't know if I'm the right person to tell you, but I mean, I figure anything is better than nothing, right?
I feel like it's more symbolic than just practical at this point. Symbolic of what? I mean, like, ain't the thing that they want to be, like, seen as, like, people? Putting on the mask make you look kind of scary. Whoever's up top doing this kind of got their messages crossed, is all I'm saying. These things are pretty cool, though. Says putting it on. Yeah, I could have passed. Glad I didn't, though. Sounds like I would have just been mad.
Yeah.
Fuck, I'm mad right now.
I think it's best you didn't go in there.
Definitely
Yeah.
not.
Glad to know y'all got so much confidence in me. He smiles.
Felix will just shake his head like, ugh.
So should we, like, call the constables about this?
I would say no.
Why not? I mean, this doesn't exactly sound above bar. Well, I mean, by technicality, yeah, it's illegal to be in the Red Fang and organize, but, like, well, I mean, they're pretty bad, so, I mean, I don't like to be a snitch, but, like, I could see where you're coming from. But but would you rather we dealt with it, Viridian? I mean, about snitching, yeah, but I could see the logistical problem there. I'm not stupid.
Yeah, we got found out right before we left.
What? Glen just
Yes.
looks confused, and Viridian kind of opens his mouth for a second, kind of chews on the Arab and goes, they're pretty bad at catching you if they didn't just let you go and then come back to us. I guess y'all did give away our hiding spot by doing that, though.
It was
kind
kind of
nice work on that.
it's kind of particular. Yesterday, or the other day, me and Felix went looking for.
I think that was literally today, actually.
You think that was
this is all the
Yeah, I think it was literally today.
hard to tell?
I think we clarified that with Ben's scene where he's like, is this the same day? And I just went, yeah. I think I claimed that, so we'll just say it's the same day.
Okay.
Sorry for the confusion.
It's fine. Glenn, me and Felix were asking around because, Periwinkle went missing.
Oh, right. Wait, really?
Yeah, but we got a good lead on where he is.
Okay.
Well,
Should we, take it to the constables, or are we going ourselves?
yes.
I mean, I'm all for helping, but if it's like a kidnapping, I think we should probably tell someone.
I think it's more maybe lost, but I'm not exactly sure. I think I know where he is.
Okay, so like a warden we should tell then.
I think I know where he is. Not exactly how he is or how he got there. But yeah, we should tell the constables.
I'm so confused. This keeps getting weirder. Why are you so vague about it? Who told you? I mean, if he's lost, why didn't they tell him, don't go that way, you know?
Please don't have Viridian and Mickey Mouse laugh at me.
What? I'm sorry, I've got his
It was a little
mannerisms
Mickey-like, anyway.
down. He just thought it was funny. I'm sorry I'm in the character. Gee.
Yeah.
Somebody has to be.
I'll continue. Well, it was a faunus woman that gave us a tip after we talked to her. I mean, no one else really pointed us in any direction until we talked to her. But it turns out she was at the rally.
Oh, wow. Yeah, if you guys had mentioned that shit, I guess we probably should have not sent you in.
Yeah, well, we didn't really find out till the end when she kind of let the uniform drop a bit.
Wait, she took her clothes off?
No.
Viridian.
Why you gotta say it that way then? He says, blushing.
She stopped.
Y'all are all twisted, Miss May. You say things wrong a lot.
Viridian, please.
Viridian, she just stopped acting as just a guard.
Why did you say that then? Why you say her clothes drop? Okay, yeah, I kind of agree. That was a weird way.
She took her hood down.
Thank you. Oh, that could mean a lot of things.
Oh my.
Are we seriously getting into this?
All it is
just
is
saying.
that she recognized us and called out to us as we were going to leave. And she didn't make a scene of it or anything, so she's the only one that saw us before we left and recognized us. Thankfully...
Oh, y'all got kind of pressured out.
Trust me, we were already planning on leaving.
Wait, so you got directions from a Red Fang?
I didn't know that at the time.
Y'all telling me that sounds like a bear trap and a half to walk into.
I will tell you one thing. If they wanted to do something like that, probably could have just not let us walk out of there.
Point. Fair enough. Y'all think they really could have stopped you? I mean, we're like huntsmen in training, but we're still better than like a citizen or something. We put them last guys we messed with flat in their ass.
We were a bit more outnumbered this time, and, I'm just gonna say, I'm glad I didn't have to find out.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty late, I get you.
Either way,
Glen just rolls her eyes.
wouldn't have been pretty. And, well...
Nah, don't sell yourself too short. You make fine look pretty good most of the time.
Cars is shaking it like, why the fuck does he keep doing that? Why does he keep interrupting with these comments?
Viridian, please. I know that you may be riding high that you were...
This fucking roof for 10 hours! Y'all are the best company I fucking get. And now you telling me you got spotted and walked back and we lost the spot here. They know where we are, and it wasn't even a drug bust. You saying I can't even have a little fucking
Viridian,
fun?
the woman knew that. The woman knew about your bird, by the way.
Oh, mother! I told you they were doing it intentionally, Glenn. You just said it was because it was a weird bird. That's what I meant, because they knew it was a weird bird.
And I'm gonna...
It's more than a weird bird. It's a semblance, dummy.
And she gave us basically a piece of advice, if you want to sugarcoat it. She said if we went to the constable, probably wouldn't be pretty for most people involved, and that I think she described as a powder keg.
She mean like the place is rigged to blow, or like a metaphorical one? It's a fair question.
Viridian. People in there are quite incensed at the unfairness they've come across in their lives.
Yeah, I get it. Metaphorical. They'd snap if them guys came in looking all angry. They'd want to fight back. I get that. I was just checking. I don't want to misunderstand things in a serious situation.
We want to say it's just the speeches, Yusuf's influence, either way. And even a bit of provocation those people could blow.
Yeah, wait a minute. That guy could get him like all mad and stuff. Y'all think he was doing that to the people? You feel it, Felix?
No. I did not feel anything.
I don't know if he needs...
That means it could have been temporary.
I don't know if he needs a semblance to rile, people up in that way. He has a pretty convincing way with words, I think.
I think he kind of talks too much and a little too funny for me, but sure.
Sometimes people are looking for something like that.
Yeah. Right. Okay. So, maybe not immediate, but did Jose say what he's gonna do? I mean, that's like his company building, and they're just... So, some of the Red Fang probably work there and let them in or something, and...
Yeah, that's...
Oh, jeez, does that mean there's a bunch of Red Fang that work in the Irons Corp? That's pretty good access to weaponry, dust, stuff like that.
Yeah, they definitely...
A couple crates go missing, and... Yeah, that's a lot of firepower if they're big.
They definitely looked like they weren't really lacking. So... It's... a delicate situation. Jose seems like he needed to go think for a while, because the Boots, the faunus woman that we met.
The name's Boots.
I think it's like a nickname.
Alright, good.
She made sure to mention Jose how thankful she was for the use of the building.
Oh, well that's mean. Boy's been stressing out about that. I mean, shit. I feel it from him.
I would like to say that this woman is quite annoying, frankly. I hope we didn't give the impression that she was good in any sense.
She sounded kind of catty.
That's it. Yeah, I mean, she is a cat, I think.
Oh, shit! I didn't know. Rain, of course you didn't fucking know. Why do you look embarrassed? Well, I don't want to do that thing people do. It'd be like saying, like, I don't know, Felix gets frozen in headlights or something. I wouldn't say that, but it sounds wrong to say. Y'all know?
She has a real...
you're just being way too weird about this, radio.
She has a real good way of trying to keep things weirdly casual.
Yeah, alright.
Even when talking to us in a room full of angry faunus.
Damn, someone like that could real mess with Jose. I think this hitting him pretty hard.
I will check on him.
Yeah, I
tomorrow.
can do it too if you want.
Of course, Verdin. You were sitting on a roof with him for some time.
Yeah. Between you and me, we can attack from all angles.
Either way.
Sounds smart, right, Gwen? I mean, like, I guess. I think I know what you mean. I think.
It would be good to make sure he's, not taking everything too poorly. But with this, we gotta be real careful. Don't want to go making things worse.
Yeah, I guess, like, even more trouble with the kid would be like real bad now that he's with the Fang. You think he's still gonna be slumming around trying to make trouble for us
I
whenever
wouldn't.
he sees us?
Well, I wouldn't really put it past him. He doesn't seem like the type to live and let live.
Alright, so, like, I was all interested in investigating. We stumbled into something else. Like, I'll keep checking on that whole drug stuff, but I ain't gonna go barreling into something like this.
Yeah,
Red Fang is, well, I real don't like him, but
I mean, the governor was already pretty, hush-hush about it, and that's just, by a couple of
yeah,
them.
wait a minute, he really was. Y'all don't think he knows, like, this is going on. I mean, like, there was a lot of them in there.
I think he did mention they had someone on the inside of the city helping them, but it'd be a pretty big jump to immediately assume it's the biggest man in charge.
Wait, they said they have an insider?
Well, a lot of them seem to be from out of town.
I mean... Like, just for my sake, what were you referring to?
Well, he
That
said.
insider thing?
Well, he said that they fucking had someone help them get in. That's how they were easily able to come and go.
They meant one of the guys who worked at the warehouse to get into
Oh, okay. Well, just ignore
They
that
came
then.
in the back door, like he pointed at the
Oh yeah, just ignore what I said.
Okay, yeah, you got it. No, I just wanted to make sure. Completely understandable. I just wanted to clarify for you. Because I was like, shit, did I say something like that in the speech? Because, method acting. Anyway, we'll ignore that part. Right. Be just like, maybe the mayor know about this or something. Yeah, I think it'd be like Brandon saying, I think the mayor's gotta know something about this. You think he's like keeping it under the radar so no one freaks out? I mean, like, if they get more agitated, he'd have to do something if he knew about it. Guess we'll see if he's dumb or not.
Well,
I
mean,
think that if he does know, keeping it silent might be for the best.
yeah.
So,
I mean, I gotta imagine even if he does know, the last thing he'd want to do is have a repeat of, fuck, why do I keep hearing it?
Bunker Hill.
Yeah,
It's okay.
he definitely want to not repeat a Bunker Hill on his hands. Not when the city's doing its best to get the best image.
Yeah, that place would be a lot smaller than what would happen in a city with this many people in it if it went that way.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll,
kind of a hornet's nest in there, and I gotta imagine that wouldn't be just the only place that gets stirred up if he started cracking down too hard. Not without the proper precautions.
Alright, so, like, maybe we be careful of who we tell this, but maybe we could, I don't know, maybe we could, maybe ask, Sir Chamomile about this. See what, she might know. Heard about this, or tell her what's happening. I mean, she seemed like she'd be real interested in knowing if some of her folks from Redwall or whatever and the people here were getting rallied up in it. Right? Might
that is
be
a good point.
perspective.
I don't think that's.
Yeah, that is Viridian.
I don't think it's the worst idea. Being that she lives around here, she could definitely give us probably a better idea of any goings on that she might have noticed.
Y'all don't gotta sound too surprised. I get the feeling with this stuff that we can't go barging in. This is a bit bigger than the drug empire.
Jose obviously is already deeply involved, so we should probably, try and get Hagios and everyone else at least a bit more caught up, so they probably know what Jose's going through.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think we could even keep it from them for too long. Best we get out in front of it so they don't get confused.
Yeah. Plus, it's never good to feel like you're alone on an issue like this.
Yeah, they can help him, well, probably even better than you two can.
I don't know. Me and Iron's got a pretty tight friendship.
Yeah,
Let's make it a competition. Make sure we got a real good winner in the end.
You know what?
Must we?
Felix, the point is he always wins.
What? Are you guys on the same side in this one, or are you going back to competing against each other?
What? It's me and Felix versus them.
I suppose so.
That's right. My boy.
I can't think of any better way to hopefully get Nebu involved.
We'll see about that. She's been a little weird.
Yeah, found her hungover sleeping under one of Merlot's desks.
Oh, whoa, wait, what kind of under? Whoa, Gwen, why the fuck you thinking of it like that? That man's in a clearly good relationship already.
What is wrong with you two?
I wasn't thinking it like that, Viridian. What's wrong with you?
She was just in a sleeping bag, resting under the desk.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Vomiting gold onto the ground.
Oh, she don't vomit gold. She vomits, then turns it into gold. Don't let her trick you into thinking she shits gold.
Yeah, don't worry. She turned it from the ground, like you said, after turning my arm to gold.
Yeah. That girl makes you want to think anything of her is gold. It's a trick. I seen it.
She didn't want to talk to you so bad, she turned her own tongue into it.
Yeah. Gross.
Well, so, I think for now, that's probably the best we can do. It's a bit of a touchy situation, so we shouldn't get too ahead of ourselves. Oh.
Yeah.
Claire's just gonna remember. Hey, Al. Were you listening?
Oh, hello.
Yeah, do you think you can keep this under wraps?
Oh. Sure.
Did you already tell anyone?
No.
Alright.
I hadn't thought it pertinent.
Alright. That's good.
Oh, well, thank you. Of course. I will keep it as a private correspondence.
Thank you, Al.
No problem. You fucking weird machine.
Yeah, I seem to always remember after we've done something.
At least he is just programmed to keep things and not tell people.
Yeah, and I don't think he can lie, right?
He's a program, Clara. No, he can't. It's not a person.
Al, can you lie?
I am programmed in only so many ways, so unless it's intentionally so, no. And I'm not lying right now.
Alright, that's good.
Gwen just rolls her eyes. Yeah, exactly. Can't lie.
Oh, we should probably get back and try and get some sleep, yeah?
Yeah, I'd really like to. Oh, you're acting like you've been up here for all day. Me? Yeah. Well, Felix, I guess we gotta say goodbye. This place is bust since y'all got probably spotted coming back here. Let's take one last look at our work here. Says as he, pulls you in. Survey the little campsite you guys had lived in for the day.
Where is this coming from?
Meridian, I have no attachment to this place.
Where's this gonna get down?
Cherish the memories we made here. That's the spot where cards blew off. That's where I spilled all that blue looking like weird soda cream thing all over your shoe. That's that place where I did it again on Jose, but intentionally this time. That's where I fell asleep and Jose drew whiskers on my face. Good times, good times.
Yes. I suppose. When you bring up all the good times, I guess it does kind of hit me a little different. And then I remember the bad times, and it evens out.
C'est la vie, Roof. C'est la vie. What the fuck that means? Come on.
Let's shake his head, please. Help me!
And Team Supernova can make it back to their inn room. Off.
It's yours for the night.
Off, back, alone in the inn room currently, of their own. Jose sits at his bed looking down at the mask in one hand. As he unfurls his other, a Red Fang armband, and stares at both of them contemplatively. And we're gonna wrap it up there, folks.
Good. I had the self-control to not immediately say, "What's the mask mean?"
was the masquerade.
What is the point of
Was able to save it for
this?
the
as a poor young man questions what certain values mean to him from a very unique perspective on the issue. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed yourself. I had a lot of fun this session.
Yeah, it was fun.
I feel like I had too much fun.
That's good.
I would agree.
What does that mean?
What?
I'm
Yeah,
with you.
Wait,
it's
who,
iconic when you say it. When I say it, it's fine.
who are you saying this to?
To Ben. I said I had possibly too much fun. Haha, and Ben went, yeah.
That's Ben's whole shtick. He's done
I
that.
agree.
That's right. What the fuck? I told you that's fucking Ben just does the same 3 jokes every time. That's one of them.
That's so mean. How could you say that?
Remember when we had to play? I don't want to have another fucking. What did we have at the start of the session? Press release. A press release. I don't want to have to host another one for your actions. You said you were on the up and up. Don't make me garnish more.
I relapsed. I'm a real celebrity. I never kick my habit. Yeah, no, fun session. I'm happy to play after some time.
Yeah.
Viewers totally couldn't tell how long it's been.
No, it's fine. Today, at October 28th, 2020, at the past, we play the shitty games that suck ass. I hate scheduling.
Well, no.
My fucking game.
Well,
It's so hard when people have work. I'm just a need, alone in this world. An internet Ronin I am.
Okay.
Listen. At least next week should be real easy to schedule.
Good one. Anyway,
What the fuck?
please, if you would, Blake, I think we all had a good time. So you can hit us with the outro.
Yeah. If you like what we do here, please like, comment, and subscribe. Tell us your favorite part of the session. If I would be, sissy hip now. Let us know down below how you're liking the Records of Remnant. And if you like what we do here, I can in fact surprise you by telling you there is in fact more content by your lovely trio here and some other guys. Being the New Dawn Pirates, which actually doesn't have the other guys or Ben.
Lying instantly, base.
We also do a podcast, the Supernova Safari, where we review shitty RWBY show. We have a really funny game show. We talk about really just fucking bottom of the barrel characters from fan characters from RWBY. We've been doing Persona recently. Sure, we're gonna get some One Piece ones in there. Just the absolute dog shit. And please keep tuning into those episodes because you'll be surprised. We can go lower. We can go much lower.
You can go lower. There are depths we have not yet got.
Trust me, we have so many years of experience trying to go lower. There is worse out there that we know of.
You know the scene in Naruto where he looks in the cage in his head and he sees the demon beast? I'm like, that's like Blake looking into the cage and seeing me and all my links to Roll20 accounts and shitty forum RPGs. And he's just like, just a little more power for today, and I slide him a link to something to read.
Well, trust me.
I give him the demon chakra.
If the fans here might not have known, we had a Roll20 thread for both my One Piece game and Noah's RWBY game, and trust me, there's some apps on there.
That's so mean. If any of you were listening and applied to my game, I'm sorry in advance.
Oh, it's in good faith.
Because you might get caught in the crossfire, especially if you're
No. Actually, that is a big benefit. If one of you actually did post one of those, please, for the love of God, say it.
Yeah, I won't read it then.
No.
I'll keep it out of the episode.
After the fact, after we read it.
Oh no, bros. I don't want to bully my fucking audience.
Well, no, that's why
I have to live true to my values. I'm sorry, I have to go all out, you fuckers.
Listen, if one of these fucking guys made the puppet one, I want to know.
Don't be mean to him. He's great. I love that guy.
I love that one. What the fuck?
You're making him a lol cow. I'm making him a hero.
Then why don't you put him in your game?
Oh, that's a. Stay tuned, actually. Honestly. If you don't mind, would you tell me to play us out then?
Yeah, you can do that.
Come on, Blake. I fucked up your outro. I feel.
Play us
get back
out,
into the
Noah.
groove of it. Yeah. We'll see you guys next time. Stay safe.
Whatever that
everyone.
is.
Bye bye.
Appointed second hand counts down the life of me. Marking off my legacy of worldly deeds. Tick tock tick. Constantly I think of things I can't complete. Well, it's time to throw them into the backseat. Son of a gun. Life's a fleeting dream, don't let it go. You gotta make the most of it, you know. Don't stop now, don't let it slip away. Live it up while you can and don't delay. Oh no, for the fleeting dreams, they never stay.
Hello.
Hello.
You've made it to the end of the episode.
You've made it to the end of the episode, traveler. What are you still doing here? Get the fuck
Get
out.
out of here.
You're right.
Yeah.
If he's... Ooh, you better not. Ooh, you better not.
I was talking to the audience because I thought we were still recording, Blake, not you.
Oh, I am still recording. Oops.